So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
The World Cup is coming to Fox 9 this summer.
From the Field of Dreams on the campus of Glen High School, we've got a softball doubleheader starting us off. The 10-7 Wheeling Central Maroon Knights and the 12-1 Madonna Blue Dons, a matchup of Class A Region 1 rivals. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly getting set for an evening of softball, which first includes this game, and then we'll have the host Golden Bears taking on Steubenville Big Red when this one is wrapped up. We take a look at your keys to the matchup for this one between the 12-1 Madonna Blue Dons and the 10-7 Wheeling Central Maroon Knights. The Maroon Knights played last night, fell by 1 run to Edison. They want to play solid defense for head coach Buck Davidson and get off to a good start for Madonna and head coach Jason Backel. Smart base running. They ran into 3 double plays when they played Wheeling Central on Saturday in a 6-0 loss. They want to keep the Maroon Knights off balance. As for your D&J sales and service pitching matchups in this one, as we take a timeout, and we will have your pitching matchup in a moment.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Pollen in your way?
Allergies on a hike? Great.
Plus, the risk of brain fog.
But we've got Allegra.
Allegra delivers fast, powerful allergy relief with no brain fog due to drowsiness. Try now Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Need help? At the Public Library of Steubenville and Jefferson County, we're here to assist you in person, on the phone, or online. Whether it's for homework help, funding information, building a resume, or tracing your family roots, PLSJ connects you to our reliable, trusted resources and services. The Public Library of Steubenville and Jefferson County is here to serve our community one person at a time. Visit us in person, call, or go online at SteubenvilleLibrary.org.
My name is Matthew Metz. I'm a general surgeon at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So hernia surgery is one of the most frequent surgeries that we do. And it's also surgery that sometimes gets put off a lot. It's best to repair it as soon as possible, less post-operative discomfort potentially for patients when the hernias are repaired when they're smaller, and actually probably quicker recovery when they're repaired if they're small.
We're back live at Glen's Field of Dreams, getting set for Game 1 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader. The Madonna Blue Dons taking the field defensively. Kendall Ryan in the circle for the Blue Dons. She is 7-0 on the season, an ERA of 0.83, 51 strikeouts, only 4 walks. And let's look at your D&J Sales and Service pitching matchup first for the Blue Dons. Taking a look at the starting lineup. Who will be facing Kendall Ryan in the circle for Wheeling Central? 10-7 on the season for head coach Buck Davidson. Morgan Mealy leads things off. Bella Ryan, the shortstop, head of the West Virginia Wesleyan, bats second. Also in that lineup, you've got Maddie Mealy, number 2, followed by Chloe Groom, Aaron Maxwell, Seneca Heller, Sydney Hupp, Olivia Kioski, and Berkeley Heller. We got a mixture of the lineup for Game 2 and Game 1 in there. So the lineup, what I read you, is what is correct. So that's your lineup for the Wheeling Central Maroon Knights. Mealy, Ryan, Mealy, Groom, Maxwell, Heller, Hupp, Kioski, and Heller. As for the lineups in the field for the Madonna Blue Dons, as we mentioned, Ryan in the circle, and your catcher is a freshman, Elena Forshea. And then in the infield at third base, Riley Berkheimer, shortstop, Maddie Owens, Bria Berkheimer, Peyton Conley at first, Taylor Berkheimer, Gina Berkheimer, Tina Littleton in your outfield, left to right. We are now set to get underway. First pitch from Ryan. In there, a called strike. Our umpires for this one, Bob McCombs, Joe McFarland. We are underway here at a beautiful Field of Dreams facility.
Beautiful place. Ryan, she has Paul Skeen's numbers.
4 walks. Grounded right back up the middle, and in the center field, a base hit leadoff hit for Morgan Mealy.
Yeah, just got it by Ryan, right off the top of her glove. So let's see how Wheeling Central plays this, whether they want to bunt early. You see a lot of that in softball. This game here is quick, the bases are short, and the velocity is high.
Absolutely. Bella Ryan steps in, the senior for Wheeling Central, and strike one swinging.
Yeah, pretty hard to steal base here, although you have to stay on the base till the ball passes the hitter. However, it's almost like a delayed steal, and if you read it right, you can get a pretty good jump.
Ryan hitting .382 on the season, 16 runs batted in, a couple homers. Scored 14 runs. She's hit 6 doubles. Again, headed to West Virginia Wesleyan. 4-year player for Buck Davidson. He's up with a runner on first. 0-2 counts. And Kendall Ryan handling the pitching here for Madonna. Foul off again. Staying alive is Ryan. The count remains 0-2. Now, Ryan did not pitch on Saturday against Wheeling Central. They pitched Peyton Conley in that matchup. It was a 6-0 Wheeling Central victory. Maroon Knights scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth for their 6 runs. Their starting pitcher, Olivia Kioski, we'll see her. It's grounded towards third and foul, just on the other side of the bag.
Yeah, that would have been a tough play for the third baseman, because that ball wasn't hit very hard. The hitter got jammed, so she would have had to make some kind of play. So fortunately for Madonna, it went foul.
Count remains 0-2. Ryan battling in the batter's box. Hits this one off the end of the net.
That ball spinning,
first, and stepping on the bag. 4 outs. Number 1 is Conley. The runner, Mealy, advances to second.
Yeah, infield here, you want to knock the ball down, prevent that runner from scoring from second. And even though they don't get leads, the ball into the outfield is probably a sure run.
Maddie Mealy steps in. Looking to drive in her sister, Morgan, who stands at second base after the leadoff single. Maddie Mealy, .446 batting average on the season. 8 doubles, 2 triples, 15 runs batted in. This one hit towards second, fielded well, throw over. Bria Berkheimer to Peyton Conley for out number 2. And Morgan Mealy advances to third.
Yes, what you want to do, just make the routine plays. In most high school games, sounds trite, the team that makes the less mistakes usually wins, but you have to make the routine plays.
2 away here, top of the first. Madonna, the home team, on the scoreboard. Ryan gets ahead, strike 1.
You got a short backstop here, Rob, so it's going to be pretty hard on a wild pitch for the runner to score. It's only about 10 feet behind the catcher.
Tight quarters here, as is often the case. softball field. This one.
Yep, she went.
She did go. Chloe Groom at the plate. She's hitting .520 on the season. 12 runs batted in. Looking to get home the first run of the game, but the count 0-2 for Kendall Ryan, who play her college softball at Bethany. 0-2 pitch. Bit high ball, 1-2 the counts.
All the hitter here, all you want to do is just make contact. 2 strikes, you go into a defensive mode. Just widen your strike zone and put the ball in play. Little change up there.
9 outside, ball 2, count even at 2-2 on your WVU Medicine scoreboard.
I'm amazed at these girls, how they can make that softball do things that usually guys do with a baseball.
Swing and a miss. Ryan gets the big strikeouts. Strands the runner at third. We head to the bottom of the first. No score here at the Oak Glen Field of Dreams.
Medicine. Here, it's more than a practice. It's a promise. To get you home sooner and get you back out there. To push the boundaries of what convention says is possible. To stop at nothing, no matter what. That's why medicine is in everything we do.
Thinking about a suppressor but not sure how it works or how to get one? At Powers Defensive Tactics Gun Shop in Steubenville, we focus on education first, so you understand the process every step of the way. We make it easy with digital fingerprints, photos, and online submission for faster approval, often in less than a week. Plus, we carry a wide and growing selection of suppressors to fit your needs. No confusion, no guesswork. Just a simple guided path from start to stamp of approval. Stop by Powers Defensive Tactics at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Lovers Lane to learn more.
Olivia Kioski warming up in the circle for Wheeling Central. As we take a look at your D&J sales and service pitching matchup on the Maroon Knights side. Kioski, the senior, 5-5 on the season. Her ERA actually 3.48. 25 strikeouts, 14 walks. And the lineup she'll be facing, she also pitched against these girls on Saturday. That 6-0 victory for Wheeling Central. Peyton Conley will lead things off, and, of course, playing first base. Gina Burkheimer, Maddie Owens, the 3-hitter at shortstop with 7 homers on the season. Kendall Ryan in the cleanup spot. Riley Burkheimer, Bria Burkheimer, Elena Forche, Kaylee Gamble, your designated player. She is batting 8th, and Tina Littleton in right field bats 9th. And the defense behind Kioski, Sydney Huff behind the plate, Aaron Maxwell at third, Bella Ryan at shorts, Mealy at second, Seneca Heller at first, and then Berkeley Heller, Mealy, and Groom in the outfield. First batter, first pitch swing and skied in the shallow left, and Ryan retreats back and makes the catch.
Rob, not exactly a sun-splashed day here.
It was, but now it's a bit cloudy. Now we're just hoping we avoid
Hope
any
we
of the
get
rain or
this in,
storms.
yeah.
Hope we get both in. But
Actually,
the good news is we have lights and we have turf, so we can wait a little while.
that's the best things these schools ever have done here for baseball and softballs. Put these fields in where you can play. But if it rains in the morning, you're still playing.
Ball 1 to the 2-hitter, Gina Burkheimer, hitting .500, 13-26 at the plate. 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Swung on and fouled away. Count even at 1-1. Bottom of the first, Madonna, the home team. Again, these two teams played Saturday on the home field of Wheeling Central at the JV Chambers I-470s complex.
Watch out.
Look out down the line.
Yeah, you gotta be careful at the dugout. I see. I think the manager for the Baltimore Orioles got hit with a line drive the other day in the face, fractured his jaw. I mean, you can't. You just got to pay attention. That's all, because that ball gets on you so quick. Here they have the fence up, which is
all the way across.
All the way across. Yeah.
Count is 1-2. Fouled back, and Gina Burkheimer staying alive. Maddie Owens is on deck, the junior shortstop, who is the Blue Dons' leader in many categories. Got 7 home runs this season, 18 career home runs. 1-2 pitch. Takes it for a ball. The count even at 2-2.
Little change up there. She must have been watching the Buccos the last couple of nights. They've thrown a million changeups. I don't Schemes the other night threw every other pitch a changeup. Right there.
Called strike 3. Kioski gets the strikeouts for out number 2. Looking.
Sometimes when you throw that changeup on 2 strikes and it misses, it puts that in the hitter's mind that it's going to be a slow pitch, and then you get a fastball right down the middle and it freezes you.
Here's Matty Owens, the junior. Shortstop. First pitch swinging foul off the roof of the equipment shed and onto the roof of the batting cage over there down the right field line.
She just looks like a hitter. She looks like she's an aggressive hitter.
Hitting .676, 5 doubles, 3 triples, 7 homers.
That ball's
this
hit.
one hard,
That's gone.
deep center, way back and gone. Matty Owens, home run number 8 this season. And the Blue Dons on the board first, leading 1-0.
She is a hitter. She looks like a hitter, and she is. Boy, she squared that one up perfectly, Rob.
She had one of the 2 hits for Madonna on Saturday, and you can look at this one. This was a no-doubter.
She squared that one up good. That's the idea of hitting. Hit it square. Don't hit under. Don't hit over. Square it up, and it'll go.
And it goes into the bushes and weeds
in the hill.
Way deep center field. First pitch fouled off here to Kendall Ryan, the Blue Dons pitcher, who now has a 1-0 lead to work with when she goes back out into the circle. For Matty Owens, career home run number 19.
Wow.
Again, this is her junior season.
I wonder if that's a school record. Almost have to be, huh?
There's a lot
19
home runs.
Wow.
Getting some Division I interest as well at the college level.
Like I say, when she steps in that box, she just looks like a hitter, and wham, she produces.
Here's Ryan. She's hitting .538. Takes the ball. 2-1 to count. Taken for a strike. 2-2 to count. 2 away here in the bottom half of the first. Blue Dons with a 1-0 lead. Thanks to Matty Owens. Solo shot to deep straightaway center field. This one pops into foul ground down the line in left. Count remains even at 2-2 with 2 away here in the first.
The girls' softball's come so far, and I don't know when it started, but I know years ago they didn't even have girls' softball, and now these girls are unbelievable. They can throw, they can run, they can hit, and they can get scholarships in college to go play, keep playing.
Again, Ryan will play college softball at Bethany, who's your pitcher for Madonna and is in the batter's box right now. Count even at 2-2. Grounded to third. Throw across in time for the out. Maxwell to Heller. And 1 inning in the books. But the Blue Dons strike first from the solo shot for Matty Owens. It's 1-0.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1 GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1 GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
Looking for a fresh start or your next great opportunity? The 2026 Ohio Valley Job Fair is your chance to take that next step. Join us Thursday, May 7th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Ohio Valley Mall in St. Clairsville, where businesses, agencies, and training providers from across the region will be ready to meet you. Explore job openings in multiple industries, connect face-to-face with local employers, and get the support you need. Get ready for your next opportunity at the 2026 Ohio Valley Job Fair, May 7th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Ohio Valley Mall.
Top of the second, Madonna leads it 1-0. We're live at Oak Glen. Game 1 of a doubleheader here on the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam. Madonna with the 1-0 lead thanks to Matty Owens' solo home run. Aaron Maxwell leads things off here for the Maroon Knights and into number 2. Maxwell 273, 15 ribbies. And Ryan gets her swinging at the high stuff.
Yes, here Madonna, that's exactly what you want to do. Get the lead for your ace pitcher and then try to add on as the game goes on.
Foul back, so Ryan gets ahead 0-2 the count. Ryan 7-0 in the season, 0.83 ERA, 51 strikeouts, just 4 wins.
Yeah, they say the pitcher's best friend is a strike one. I'm gonna disagree with that. I'm gonna think the pitcher's best friend is get me a lead. And if I'm a good pitcher, I'll hold it.
He's got that lead. This is grounded. Nice work
Beautiful
by Maxwell. Base hit into right. So for the second consecutive inning, a leadoff single for the Maroon Knights.
Yeah, good two-strike approach there. She didn't try to do too much. Just went the other way with the ball. Found a hole there between second and first, and got that leadoff girl on.
Seneca Heller. I've heard her name a few times in basketball season. Outstanding guard for the Maroon Knights.
Yeah,
a senior.
Watching her, yeah.
1,000-point career scorer. He steps in, hitting towards second.
She's going to go to third.
She's going to go towards the fence. And here comes Maxwell. She's going to round third. Aaron Maxwell will score.
Nice job.
And we're evened up. An RBI base hit for Seneca Heller.
Yeah, with the turf, that ball got scooted right through the right center, enabled the runner from first all the way to score. So now you want to try to get this runner over to third by pulling the ball here.
That ball moves fast on the turf.
Oh, it flies. You want to try to pull the ball here and try to get the runner to third.
And Maxwell, who also a very good player for that Maroon Knight girls basketball team, rounds third and scores to even it up here at 1. And Sydney Hupp, the sophomore catcher, steps in, hitting 298, 4 doubles, a triple. 12 ribbies. Count even at 1-1.
Come on, quick hit.
1-2 the count.
Yeah, nice change of pace there. Got the hitter off balance a little bit. Now back to the two-strike approach again. Just try to hit the ball here and get that runner to third.
Going out. Contact to Owens is short. She'll throw across in time. They're going to throw across the third, looking for a double play, but in there safely is Heller.
Heller, that was a real good base running. She left when the shortstop threw the ball. Right when she went to throw the ball, she took off. Real good read there.
Kioski, the Maroon Knight pitcher, steps in with a go-ahead runner at third. Look again on your replay. Owens at short.
Yeah, that boom, there she goes. On these short fields, boy, you can take an extra base quick, but you have to be quick on defense too.
Ball 1-0 the count on the senior Kioski. Even at 1, runner at third, 1 away.
Nice change up.
Ryan. It's her waving.
Yeah, her motion looks like she's going to throw a fast pitch every pitch, but she changes speeds, and it really messes up the hitters.
Well, here comes the rain. You can see Glen, and they're going to take some cover, and you see the umbrellas coming out there behind home plate.
Yep, everybody's running.
We could deal with a little rain, but we need the storms to stay away.
You're right.
2-1 to count, 1 out. Runner at third, swung on and missed. Strike 2-2 to count.
Yeah, foul ball.
Two-two pitch for Ryan. It's skied into shallow right. Coming in, making the catch. Tina Littleton for out number 2. The runner stays at third. So 2 away here for Berkeley Heller, the 9-hitter in the Maroon Knights lineup. Her sister is standing at third base, Seneca Heller.
Yeah, good job there by the right fielder to call off the second baseman. Anytime you have to make a throw, let the outfielder call the infield off. And they're coming in, their momentum's coming in, and they could able to throw home.
Heller fouls it off.
She just missed that ball, boy. Usually when you foul it straight back, Rob, you miss it by probably an inch or two.
Right.
So it's a good swing.
Ryan able to get ahead, 0-1 to count. Seneca Heller at third, Berkeley Heller at the plates. Swung on and missed. Berkeley assisted on Seneca's 1,000th point in basketball.
She'd like to assist here and get her in from third. Right,
yeah. In from third.
Repeat.
0-2 to count, 2 away here in the seconds. High skips away, but again, not a whole lot of room back there, so Seneca Heller will stay put at third.
Yeah, that was a changeup. She held on to that ball a little bit too long, and her release point was not good. That's why the ball went high and outside.
And the ball's going to be getting a little wet now, too, with the rain coming down.
Yeah, this field's going to play slick if it gets a little bit of rain.
And you can hear the wind howling a little bit as well. Low, and the count even at 2-2. Hold on to your hats and papers.
Everything.
You might have a break here.
Starting to heat up.
Might have to. 2-2 pitch, 2 away. All 3-2 the count.
Yeah, it's not good when it rains sideways.
And we'll see if the umpires decide to try to finish off this or maybe take a quick break. We'll have to see. You can hear the wind. It's blowing pretty good.
Yeah.
And the rain is going sideways. Beautiful day all day until we get started here. 3-2 to count, 2 away. 1-1 your score. Runners at third. Skied, foul, and out of play. Seneca Heller standing at third. He drove in the first run of the game for Wheeling Central. Full count pitch. Grounded foul. Staying alive, Berkeley Heller. Now the wind's really coming in. We're going to take a break here.
Yeah.
They're going to get them off the field. Going to get off the field. 1-1 your score. Top of the second. 2 outs. Runner on third. As the two teams head to the dugout, you got umbrellas that are flying backwards in all different directions. We'll hang here for the moment while we wait and see how long we might be waiting, because we eventually can send it back to the station. But we're going to hang here now. 1-1 your score. Again, of course, hoping to get this one in, and we're supposed to also get in a second game between Steubenville and Glen. Hopefully this is just a passing shower and not something we're going to deal with all night, because it is nasty right now.
It looks nasty to the left coming in.
And it is really coming in. We had a tarp on the side of the truck, and right now that stuff is blowing right in as well. So, again, 1-1 your score as we have to stop action here for a bit. Didn't see that coming. Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks a little nasty to the left.
Right now, yeah.
It's blowing in from the river toward the hills, and
could be waiting a while.
Yeah, it's nasty right now.
And, of course, our crew right in the middle of it out here.
Oh, yeah. God bless you, boys. Hang in there.
Again, 1-1 your score here at top of the second. These two teams are in the same region, West Virginia Class A Region 1. There'll be two teams now from the region that will get a chance to advance the state. Will now take 8 teams to the state tournament, so 2 per region. So the way this season's going so far, you would think Wheeling Central Madonna potentially could be your top 2 seeds in the region, which would give them both a chance to advance to the state tournament. So this may not be the last time they see each other. They'll potentially not see each other until the state tournament, unless they end up on the same side of the bracket. We will take a timeout. We will be back when they decide we can play some softball. Hopefully this thing clears up. We're in the top of the second. 1-1 your score between Madonna and Wheeling Central.
Thank you, Ohio Valley, for making the WTOV9 food drive a great success. Because of your generous donations at Respect's food markets over the last few weeks, the Salvation Army will be able to help many local families put food on their tables.
Another showing of the love this community has for each other throughout all the counties that we serve and the counties that are touched by News 9.
News 9 is everywhere, giving back to the Ohio Valley.
The National News Desk is America's News Now.
Drug shortages was a known issue that could have been prevented.
Impactful news now.
About 30% of fatalities are because of alcohol-related crashes.
From nearly 4,000 local journalists across America.
A lot of young people are feeling unsafe due to the street crimes happening.
Locally covered.
They poisoned America's bravest.
Nationally connected.
We need to do something. He's gonna die.
Covers major breaking news across the nation.
We had fires to the west, fires to the east, fires to the south.
Depend on our network of live local journalists when news breaks. Locally covered, nationally connected. The National News Desk is America's News Now.
Weeknights at 11 on Fox 9.
911, where's the emergency?
I'm Ann Emerson, an investigative reporter with more than 30 years of experience.
This was a homicidal event.
Covering the headline cases.
I did not kill Maggie.
With the biggest names in true crime.
I'm going to get justice for myself.
To the news stories you need to know.
Nancy Guthrie.
What happened that night?
I heard something that didn't sound right at all.
I'm unpacking all of the facts. Every episode on Criminally Obsessed.
The rain is falling, but not quite as hard. The wind has slowed a bit. We're still waiting to return to softball here in the top half of the second. 1-1 your score with a full count and 2 outs. Wheeling Central at the plate with a runner on third base when it really started to rain and the wind picked up big time.
Well,
but they're hoping to, if this blows through, we haven't had any lightning or thunder, so as soon as it slows up, they can get back on the field when the umpires determine that it is safe, and they're hoping they can get back out there shortly. Again, 1-1 your score. Madonna scored first, the no doubter in the bottom of the first from Addie Owens, her 8th of the season.
Squared that up.
Big time. Home run, 19th of her career. Then Seneca Heller ties things up. This one will scoot across the turf to the fence, scoring Aaron Maxwell to tie things up. That was here in the top half of the second, where we are still in the top of the second with a full count, 2 outs, and Seneca Heller is at third base. Her sister, Berkeley Heller, was at the plate, now facing a full count against Kendall Ryan. Again, Wheeling Central 10-7 on the season. Last night, a wild one. They lost to Edison 7-6. Edison in that game got up 4-0, and that's why head coach Buck Davidson was saying they needed to get off to a good start in this one. They battled back in the 6th inning, took the lead by a couple runs. In fact, had Edison down to the final strike in the 7th, but Edison comes through with a 2-run hit, took the lead, and a double play would end it. So Wheeling Central currently battling for a spot in the OVAC 3A tournament. They're on the outside of the top 4 right now, looking in. As for Jason Backel there and the Madonna Blue Dons, they lead OVAC Class A. And they are 12-1 in the season. Their last game was against Wheeling Central Saturday at I-470, a 6-0 loss. But that was a game Kendall Ryan did not pitch in that one. So, of course, Maroon Knights seeing a different arm. And so far, it's a 1-1 score. And there's Jason Backel in his 5th season as head coach. 8 wins in year 1, 9 wins in year 2, 17, then 18 last year, including a 15-game win streak. And now they've got 12 wins on the season. Jason Backel, one of 3 state championship winning quarterbacks for Madonna. He was the quarterback of the 1987 Madonna championship squad in football.
Yeah, you know what? These teams are pretty evenly matched in the Valley from what I've seen in softball. And what you want to do is improve, get better as the season goes longer so you are ready for the tournament. Everybody's in the tournament, so
Absolutely.
Just trying to get better.
Just keep getting better towards tournament time. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll see where we're at. Again, 1-1 your score here in the top of the second. Rain delay, 3-2 count, 2 outs in the second. It's 1-1, Madonna and Wheeling Central all tied up.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
As a mom, I want my kids' lives to be filled with joy and possibility. And I want that for every kid. That's why I support No Kid Hungry. They work in schools and communities to make sure every kid gets the healthy meals they need. Please join me in supporting No Kid Hungry for all kids.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun, and entertainment. WTOV9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Great news. We're getting back to softball for the time being. Stepping it back into the batter's box, Berkeley Heller. The count is 3-2. There's 2 outs. Seneca Heller is at third base. We're tied at 1 here in the top half of the second.
And thank you for the turf fields, or we'd have been out of here.
Oh, yes. That's ball 4, so a walk on the first pitch after the rain delay. So Berkeley Heller reaches via the walk. So the Hellers on the corners at first and third. Back to the top of the order. Morgan Mealy led this game off with a single.
Yeah, let's see if they just played straight up or they tried a double steal here. There she goes. They're not thrown through.
They're going to let her take it. So Berkeley Heller.
Yeah, you have to know there as an infielder whether they're throwing through or not, because you don't want to cover if they're not throwing.
The runners at second and third now, 2 away. 0-1 the count. Low on the turf for a ball. Count even at 1-1.
Yeah, that was real low. That ball bounced 10 feet in front of the plate. Good block by the catcher.
1-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-1 the count. Bella Ryan on deck for the Maroon Knights, the 2-hitter. Senior shortstop. Seneca Heller standing at third. Younger sister Berkeley at second. 2 away. Second and third are the runners. Foul back. Count even at 2-2.
Yeah, these are golden moments for teams with 2 outs, 2 strikes, and runners in scoring position. If you get a hit here, it just lifts your whole team up. Because the odds of scoring with 2 outs, 2 strikes are not good. So, big moment here.
Rounded towards third. Throw across. Gets away. Run will score. 2 runs will score. Both Hellers come across. And Mealy into second. It's 3-1.
Yeah, we had said the team that makes the fewest mistakes, and you got to make those routine plays. So 3-1 for the Maroon Knights.
Hey, 2 down, more. Don't run to the ground or anywhere else going hard.
Got the ground ball, but the throw in the turf got away, and Seneca Heller and Berkeley Heller would come around to score if you look at your replay. And it's 3-1 here in the top half of the second. Runner at second. Ryan grounds it towards short. Owens throws across. Throw off the bag. They're going to throw towards third. Slides in safely as the ball skips away just a bit. Ryan will take second. So now there's runners at second and third with 2 outs.
Yeah, Madonna here a little sloppy in the field. Give him 2 unearned runs on 2 actually routine plays. So like you said before, make the routine plays and you'll be fine.
Jason Back will walk out and try to calm things down a bit here on the Fox 9 call to the mound. Maddie Mealy will be up here for the Maroon Knights.
Yeah, what you want to do here as a pitcher, even though they've made a couple miscues and let a couple runs in, stop the bleeding right here. Try to snuff it out. Try to only let 2 runs score and give your team a chance to come back. Don't hang your head. Just go on there and pitch and try to get this third out.
It's obviously a 2-run deficit, not quite the same as looking at a 4.
Yeah.
But it is early. We're only in the top of the second.
You just got to keep playing, no matter what. Baseball is goofy.
In there for a strike. Ryan gets ahead, 0-1 the count. Runners at second and third, 2 away. Then skied out of play. 2 strikes, 0-2 the counts. Ryan at second. Morgan Mealy at third. Maddie Mealy at the plate.
Usually you want to pitch to contact, but here's a situation where you want to throw your best pitch. You want to try to get a strikeout here.
0-2 offering. High ball 1, 1-2 the counts. Three-1 your score. 3 runs in here in the top of the second for the 10-7 Wheeling Central Maroon Knights. Reaches out, gets it, drops it in, base hit. It's going to skip to the fence. 2 runs will score, and Maddie Mealy is headed towards third. She's going to pull up there, and it's now a 5-1 Wheeling Central lead as Ryan and Morgan Mealy come across.
4 runs, all with 2 outs and 2 strikes on the hitter.
Reaches out and gets it.
Yeah, you give credit to the hitter. She went out, 2 strikes, went the opposite way, and all you got to do, put the ball in play. Good things will happen to you.
$5-1 your score. Chloe Groom fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 the counts.
Hey, you got 2 left, Chloe. Come on, kid.
Now 5 runs across for the Maroon Knights here in the top half of the second inning. Takes time for a ball. 1-1 the counts. Five runs, 5 hits for the Maroon Knights. 2-1 the count with 2 away. Here, the runner at third. That's Maddie Mealy.
Yeah, just like at every level, if you can make that pitcher, even though she's really, really good, make her throw more pitches than she wants.
3-1 to Groom within 5:20. 12 runs batted in. A couple of home runs. 7 doubles. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Runners in the corners now with 2 away in a 5-1 game.
Last time they ran, they tried to steal second. Let's see if they try to do it here. Madonna did not make an attempt to throw through. So I said before, if you're not throwing through, then middle people aren't covering second. Because if they do, your whole infield is wide open.
Runners on the corners. Groom will take second base, so second and third now with 2 away. And Maxwell up for the second time this inning. She led things off with a single and eventually scored.
Go 2-9.
Yeah,
scored on Seneca Heller's hit. Skies this one into right. Littleton makes the catch for out number 3, but the Maroon Knights put 5 on the board in a long top of the second, which included a rain delay. We'll head to the bottom half of the second. 5-1 your score. Maroon Knights leading the Blue Dons.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
Good news, football fans. It's draft time. The Steel City has the 21st pick, and Fox 9 has all the action on the Yinzers Draft Night Live. The top picks, live coverage, and enough excitement to have your whole squad do a victory dance. So fire up the TV, clear off the couch, and keep the wings and pizza coming. Because this year, you're on the clock with the Yinzers Draft Night Live. Watch April 23rd at 7 p.m. only on Fox 9.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Madison Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
5-1 your score. Wheeling Central now with the lead.
Rob, we had a rain delay here, but the other day on our Bucko triple play, we had the human rain delay. Mike Hargrove on. People try to catch it. It was a great show.
Oh, absolutely. Get it. Check out the Bucko Triple Play YouTube channel, or anywhere you find your podcast, you can find the Bucko Triple Play. Lots of great guests. We had Bob Walk on last episode.
We have some good guests coming up this week. We have MLB analyst Dan Plezak and Pirate great Steve Blass.
Oh,
so
good stories.
It'll be fun.
I'm guessing that's part of the treasure chest. High for ball 2-0 to count. Your batter is Riley Burkheimer, the senior third baseman. Also, and a thrower on the track and field squad, head of the West Liberty. Swung on and missed there on the Kioski pitch, 2-1.
And we talked about this on some of the baseball telecasts. This is your shutdown inning. You go out and score 5. If you can shut that team down the next inning, it sort of demoralizes them. So real important here for the Maroon Knights to shut down Madonna.
Foul back straight out of play behind us in the press box, actually just to the right of us. Count even at 2-2. Kioski, the pitcher, tossed a shutout on Saturday against the Blue Dons. A 6-0 win. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, she's in her 2-strike mode, choked up, and she's widening her stance, and you widen the plate too. So anything close, you want to put the bat on the ball. Don't put it in the umpire's hands.
Full count pitch, swung on, foul ball.
Yep, that bounced up off her. Yep.
Count remains 2-2.
Yeah, just like baseball, you want to throw strikes here, put the ball in play. You don't want to walk people. We had a couple games in the Valley the other day where there were big leads and a lot of walks, so got to try to prevent that. Go back to Ray Miller's philosophy: work fast, throw strikes, change speeds. It works.
Nice on a miss. Kioski, nice pitch for the strikeouts.
Beautiful changeup.
Out number 1.
Yeah, the hitter was sitting on that fastball, and what that changeup does, it makes your front foot go quick, and then your hands go forward, and you're way out in front of it.
Stepping in, Bria Burkheimer against Kioski. Bria, Riley, and Gina Burkheimer, all sisters in the starting lineup here for the Blue Dons. Their cousin, Taylor Burkheimer, plays in left field.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's the first time there's 4. Is there 4 in the lineup?
There's 4 Burkheimers, 3 are sisters, 1's a cousin.
They all start?
Yes.
So I'm going to go on a record. First time ever in any sport, there's 4 same.
Well, in volleyball,
name.
you see them on the court as well. There's an out nice play by Ryan over the first.
Yeah.
Madonna going to the state tournament this past year. Historic season for the Blue Dons, but there are 4.
Wow.
Like I said, 3 sisters, and then Taylor, the cousin, who plays left field. She's not in the batting lineup, but she's playing in left. So ground out for out number 2 brings up Elena Forshea. Older sister was a standout at Brook. Was Mountain East Freshman of the Year at Fairmont State a year ago.
Like I said, this softball has enabled girls to go on and either play softball at college or just go on with their academic careers. So it's been great.
1-0 the count. Takes a ball high, 2-0.
I got the pleasure about, 15 years ago of meeting the great softball pitcher Jenny Finch.
Wow, yes.
Greatest probably of all time. And
rounded.
Oh, she slipped.
She slipped on that wet turf out into left. And rounding first slips as well, so you got to be careful out there.
Yeah, Rob,
she's okay.
Jenny Finch, she came to our spring training with Milwaukee, and she struck out big league hitters. They could not hit her. Richie Sexton, Prince Fielder.
Right.
They couldn't hit her. She was too fat. And some of these girls, you're throwing about, they tell me if you're throwing high 60s, 70, that's equivalent to 100 miles an hour from from the mound in baseball. So that ball gets on you really quick. Some of these girls are fired up there.
Forshey back on her feet, which is good.
She's okay.
Looks like she's good. Of course, they need her there behind the plate, and they graduated a very good catcher in Chloe Orecchio, who ironically is roommates with Wheeling Central star pitcher from last year at Seton Hill, which is Josie Frizzell.
Wow.
They're both playing at Seton Hill. Count is 2-1. Kaylee Gamble, the designated player at the plate here for the Blue Dons. Gamble's driven in 5 runs this season. Hit right back up the middle, base hit. In the second base for Shea. So 2 on with 2 out. Blue Dons have something going here.
Yeah, that was a beautiful job of hitting. Hit the ball up the middle or the other way, and you'll always be in good shape. Try to pull too much, you're going to be late on the ball because your swing's going to be too big. You're trying to get out there and get it quick.
Hit the other way. Littleton base hit, and it's going to skip away.
Wow.
1 run's going to score.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be 5-2. Here comes a second run. Here comes a 5-3 ball game and still headed towards third.
Wow.
Safe. Littleton.
She about slid into New Cumberland. She went flying by the base.
Forshey and Gamble score.
She tripped on first.
Let's look at it again.
Yeah, she tripped on first, got up.
Look at this ball. It goes into right.
Wow.
It's going to skip away on the turf. And that's going to allow first Forshey to score, and then Gamble will score. Jason Backel waves them all home. Then we had that play at third where Tina Littleton, the 9-hitter, comes up big, and it's 5-3 here with 2 away. So big 2-out hits.
They're talking about this ball in right field. I think it was just clean. I think it didn't get stuck or anything. Just got away from her.
I lost sight of it in the corner
too.
with the dugout with our vantage point there.
But let's see. Yeah, I think they're going to leave it go. Because I think she just, I don't think the ball went under the fence or anything like that. So, real quick, Madonna back in the game. Beautiful 2-strike hit again. Going the other way. Works.
Back to the top of the order, Peyton Conley. First baseman will step in.
2 outs, big run out there at third base.
Takes a strike.
She fell down again.
It's wet out there.
She's falling down on every base. I hope she makes it home okay.
That's right. Ooh, gets the high heat. 0-2, the count on the top. Number 1 in the Madonna lineup, Peyton Conley.
Got to get on top of that high heat. You try to hit it under, you're going to miss it.
This one driven to center field. Neely's in to make the catch. Runner stranded at third, but the Blue Dons get a couple back. We head to the third. It's 5-3. Wheeling Central in front.
Here, we go further to keep medicine close to home by surrounding you with a team of experts and surrounding our region with the highest level of care. With the world's latest treatments and breakthroughs that change the odds. Because in medicine, we find a way. We go as far as it takes to help the people right here.
Thank you, Ohio Valley, for making the WTOV9 food drive a great success. Because of your generous donations at Respect's food markets over the last few weeks, the Salvation Army will be able to help many local families put food on their tables.
Another showing of the love this community has for each other throughout all the counties that we serve and the counties that are touched by News 9.
News 9 is everywhere, giving back to the Ohio Valley.
Madonna gets 2 back in the bottom half of the second. It's 5-3. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly. Wheeling Central coming to play here top of the third, leading off with Seneca Heller. came up with a big hit to bring in a couple runs in that second inning, in which they scored 5 runs.
Yeah, good bounce back inning for Madonna there, right back in the game.
And Kendall Ryan gets ahead, gets the swinging strike. 0-1 the count.
That's why shutting off these rallies so they don't get 7 or 8 runs and put a crooked number up there. Try to keep it as close as you can.
Grounded towards short. Gets passed into left. And that will put the leadoff runner on base for the Maroon Knights and Sydney Hupp.
In defense of the girls, that ball is slick when it hits that turf twice. Usually on a ground ball, when you hit a ground ball, usually it hits out in front of the plate first, and then that second hop, it picks up speed.
Up grabbed that the first time. Up. She's got some power. I saw her knock one out of here last year.
Oh, nice bunt.
He lays down the
Beautiful.
bunt.
Beautiful.
Up is safe. And a runner the second.
Yeah, good job. It was a beautiful bunt. Laid that down perfectly. Ball hit the ball soft. She caught it with her bat. And with these short bases, all you got to do is get the ball down a little bit, try to make that pitcher field.
Here it is.
Pitcher has to come way over. By the time she gets to the ball, that runner's there. She made a nice play. Just, it's awful hard to. It was a perfect bunt.
Ups it first after that beautiful bunt.
And her bunt
again.
bunt
again. Here's Kioski.
And that's going to work.
And it's going to put everyone safe. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
We're going to little ball here, and it's working.
Back-to-back bunts. Kioski and Hupp reach. Heller's now at third. Berkeley Heller at the plate.
Yeah, let's see here where Madonna, whether they play back in the infield or up. Laying back, probably not going to be able to turn 2. Like I say, with these short bases, awful tough to turn 2. So let's see if they're starting to creep in here. So it looks like if you're going to play in, you got to come in a little further, because if you play a double play depth with a ground ball to second, they're not going to be able to get the runner at home probably.
Bases are loaded. Berkeley Heller stepping in. Now, even up now, 1-1. Heller walked right after the end of our brief rain and wind delay. This one
that ball's
hard
hit.
in the left. Back as Taylor Berkheimer makes the catch. Sacrifice fly will score Seneca Heller. And it's now 6-3.
They had her positioned perfectly. She didn't have to move an inch. She was about 15 feet off the line and right to her.
A good work out there by Taylor Berkheimer.
They must have read the hitting charts perfectly.
Taylor, the granddaughter of George Varga, who I saw out in the crowd. Out there near left field.
My man, George.
Good view of his granddaughter playing out in left. Thanks to Phil Rujak for the reminder about that.
Okay, Phil, yeah. 2 great guys, the best.
One a pitch, skips away, and that's going to allow the runners to advance second and third. 6-3 your score here, top of the third, 1 run in, 1 away, 2-0 to count.
Yeah, again, you have to come in. If you're going to come in, come in. If you're going to cut this runner off the plate, can't play deep and expect to throw the runner out at home. And then as a runner, you have to know where those infielders are.
Up at second, Kioski at third. Morgan Mealy at the plate. Strike. Mealy's already been on base twice. She scored a run. Takes the ball, 2, 3-1 to counts. Three-one pitch is high ball. Bases are loaded here with 1 away. With Bella Ryan about to step into the batter's box.
Yeah, this is interesting to me in softball where you play with bases loaded, you're down 3. You're probably not going to be able to turn 2. It's just the bases are too short, so they just try to get the force at home.
Ryan gets ahead with the swinging strike. Ryan 382, 6 doubles, 16 ribbies. She scored after reaching her last time up. It's this one.
Ooh,
it's going to
man.
drop in. 1 run will score.
Yeah.
That'll be it for now. As Hupp comes across, it's 7-3.
Yeah, ball wasn't hit extremely hard, but you couldn't have thrown it in a better place to get a hit. Perfect.
Right, it's shallow.
Over, shallow outfield, and like I say, it's
here it is again on
that's
your
a tough
replay.
play. Watch the runner at second. She don't know what to do. It's a tough play.
And you got the infield
yeah,
in.
She thought she was going to catch it. So tough play. Just advance. Don't get thrown out, and you still got the bases loaded with 1 out.
Hupp scores after reaching on the bunt, 7-3. Maddie Mealy steps in and drives
that
this
ball's
one
hit.
way deep off the warning track. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It's 9-3 and a double for Maddie Mealy. Another meeting. Fox 9 call to the mound. They're going to make a switch in the circle. 4 runs in a 9-3 game. Look at this one again. It was a drive
she squared
just
it up
short
right
of the fence.
Yeah, right in the gap. She bombed that ball. Hit that halfway up.
Kioski and Morgan Mealy score on the Maddie Mealy deep drive to left center. The Blue Dons have got it back to 5-3, but 4 runs here, and back now it's a 6-run game, which was the difference when they played on Saturday, 6-0.
Yeah, like my old boss used to say, the hitters will tell you when the pitcher is done. When they start squaring up the pitcher at their bats, the ball's not moving. There's no velocity like there was early in the game, and when they're squaring it up, watch out.
So Peyton Conley will come into pitch. She pitched on Saturday against the Maroon Knights. She'll get accustomed to still a little wet out there. When that ball touches the turf, the ball gets wet. It's going to be a lot to adjust.
Yeah, it's hard to control. I mean, it's hard enough to control normally.
So Conley will come in to pitch here. 2 away, 1 out in the top half of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, she got some velocity on that pitch. See how she does. That ball's coming in there pretty good. We don't have a radar gun up there, but it's pretty quick.
Looks like she's ready to roll.
We got 2nd and 3rd, 1 out.
Conley will pitch. Chloe Groom steps in here for Wheeling Central. Ryan will go over to first. He was pitching.
I think the umpires, I don't know if it's a rule that girls have to wear, I'm not sure the rule has to wear a mask. The umpire is pointing toward the girl first. I don't know if it's optional or you have to wear one. She's going to go get one anyway.
Ryan
to be safe, yeah.
Conley switch positions. She'll go and get the mask.
Yeah.
9-3.
Say it's imperative those girls wear the mask because, like I say, it's a short field and the
You're
velocity,
playing tight
and the
close.
velocity is unbelievable.
First pitch of ball to Chloe Groom, who walked her last time up.
That was a great job by the umpire to recognize that.
Two 2-0 the count on Chloe Groom. You see Steubenville Big Red walking there behind the backstop. They'll be coming up next against the host Oak Glen Golden Bears in Game 2 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader here at the Field of Dreams on the campus of Oak Glen High School. Ball outside, 3-0 the counts.
You got good velocity, so you can find the strike zone here.
It's the ball. Ball 4. The bases are now loaded. Aaron Maxwell will step in with the bases loaded after Groom walks for the second time. Maxwell, big hit last inning. She also scored. Chance here to really break this thing open.
Yeah, she probably has a green light here, even though she's thrown 5 balls in a row. This is when you want to be an aggressive hitter. Like you say, you can put this game away. Right there on a corner.
For a strike, 1-1 the count. Pitcher, corner, infielders as well required by rule to wear those masks.
Okay. That's a great rule because, like I say, the velocity is unbelievable. Whoa.
That was line foul. 1-2 the count with 1 away. Bases loaded for the Maroon Knights. Wheeling Central Athletic Director Seth Stasky. He knows the rules. He's been an umpire as well. So he knows them quite well. Pitcher and corner infielders wear those masks. This one grounded.
Tough play.
Third,
tough play.
Safe.
Tough play.
Everywhere.
Yep.
Ryan will score. Maxwell reaches.
Yeah, that was a ball in no man's land. She hesitated to go first. He hesitated to go home. Just no play. Nothing she could do with that ball.
Ball skips away. Here comes another runner across,
Whoa.
sliding in.
And here comes 2 of them.
2 runs will score as that ball slips away. Groom and Maddie Mealy come across. It's 12-3.
I think these girls love to slide on this. They're all sliding way by the base. It's like going to, Water World or someplace. Watch here the hustle from second base. She comes around the base, she watches, and she keeps on rolling. Slides in, 12-3.
So Seneca Heller steps back in, second time this inning. Runner at second base, 12-3. Seven runs across here for the Maroon Knights. This one foul back.
Yeah, good swing. Just fouled it straight back. Like I said before, when you foul the ball straight back, it means you just missed it. And she just missed it.
1-2 the count, 1 away. Count back even at 2-2 with 1 out. Buck Davidson's squad of the big answer here with 7 runs into third. This one driven to center, straight away, retreating back. Making the catch is Gina Berkheimer. Runner will advance to third, now 2 outs.
Squared that one up pretty good. Didn't quite get all of it.
Sydney Hupp back up for the second time. Remember, she reached on the bunt and eventually scored.
Started, yeah. I can say small ball started all this. I think we had 2 bunts this inning.
Back-to-back bunts.
Yeah.
First it was Hupp and then Kioski, who is on deck.
Yeah, those
the Maroon Knight pitcher.
Those bunts set the table, and the hitters did the rest.
Conley gets ahead, 0-1 to count. Fouled off.
Yeah, that one tied her up a little bit inside. There's been a lot of 2-strike hits in this game. I'm very impressed. Both teams have good at bats with 2 strikes.
Runner at third with 2 away. 0-2 the count on Sydney Hupp. sophomore catcher for the Maroon Knights. Hits this one in the air.
That's a tough play.
Owens retreating back into shallow left, makes the catch, but 7 runs across for the Maroon Knights in the top half of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It's now 12-3. Wheeling Central in control against the Blue Dons.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Madison Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
At Presley Hearing Center, your journey to better hearing begins with us. Our certified experts are dedicated to understanding your unique needs, ensuring a superior experience every step of the way. Discover the latest in hearing technology with Starkey's newest wireless hearing aids. Don't miss out on life's precious sounds. Call today to schedule your personalized hearing consultation. Presley Hearing Center, where hearing care is healthcare.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Madison Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
We're back live at the Field of Dreams on the campus of Oak Glen High School. 12-3 now your score. Maroon Knights put 7 on the board after Madonna had put 2 on in the bottom half of the second. Gina Burkheimer will step in here for the Blue Dons to lead off the bottom half of the third inning.
Yeah, thinking on both teams for Madonna, you can't, you're not going to get 8 runs probably in one inning. Try to chip away here, that's all. Try to get a couple back. And on the other side, Wheeling Central, you got them, step on them, keep them down.
Kioski gets ahead, 0-1 to count. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, you're not going to go up there and hit a 9-run homer, so just try to get on base.
Grounded towards third,
Tough
charging
play.
in. Maxwell throw across.
Nice
in time. And a stretch at first for Seneca Heller for out number 1.
Good play on both sides. Good throw. Good stretch. Get that first out.
Maddie Owens up for the second time. She hit that bomb to straightaway center her first time up. Takes the ball, 1-0 the count. Owens now with 8 homers on the season, 29 RBI, 29 runs scored. It's 2-0. 1-1, excuse me.
They call that strike on the outside corner.
Well, that one's a ball outside, 2-1.
Yeah, she's an aggressive hitter. She just looks like she's going to hit every time she walks up there. And she just missed that one.
She skies it into right center. Coming in to make the catch is Morgan Mealy for out number 2.
Yeah, throw strikes, let your defense catch the ball. That's what you want to do. Don't walk people, don't get behind.
That's the big thing.
Oh, yeah.
Let your defense make plays.
Yeah, that's why they have gloves on out there, yeah.
You want them to make the plays as well.
Yeah.
Now, the last few years, I think the Maroon Knight defense was a little spoiled because at pitcher, you had Josie Frizzell who was striking everybody out. And you kind of just hang out in the outfield and infield knowing she's going to strike out 15 or 16.
Yeah, you don't have to have a good defense.
But
just watch.
Kioski might not strike out as many, but you can be just as effective as let them put the ball in play. Don't put people on via walks. The defense needs to make the plays behind them. Fouled off. 0-2 the count. 0-2 the count. 2 away here in the bottom half of the third. 12-3 your score. Grounded right back up the middle. Nice play by Ryan. Throw across in time for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Go the Blue Dons. Maroon Knights making the plays on defense. We go to the fourth. It's 12-3.
Do you suffer in pain? Are you stiff, tense, or less active than before? Introducing the Easy Well Remedy Massage System that combines the incredible effects of vibrational therapy, targeted deep tissue shiatsu massage, plus soothing infrared heat. A triple fusion of therapeutic experiences. Full body vibrational therapy increases blood circulation and reduces inflammation. Look at these beads moving from the powerful vibrational motors.
It's like 1,000 little fingers just vibrating my body from head to toe.
Infrared heat penetrates deep to reduce pain, soothe, and relax.
Remedy gets in there and helps deal with the source of the pain, so you feel much better.
The Ultra Shiatsu pillow with 6 infrared heated nodes mimics a professional massage. Plus, it's detachable for deep relief anywhere you need it.
It's just something that you're gonna have to feel for yourself.
Experience the true remedy for your pain and stiffness. Call now.
12-3 your score. Wheeling Central coming to bat here in the top of the fourth, leading the Madonna Blue Dons. Madonna 12-1 on the season. That one loss was Wheeling Central on Saturday. Wheeling Central 10-7.
Yeah, Wheeling Central, they have some good hitters. They put the ball in play.
First pitch for Conley is outside. Conley in relief last inning. Gets a swing and a miss for Kioski, who is up for the third time. Count is 1-1. Rounded towards short. Owens makes the play, throw across. In time to Ryan for out number 1.
It's amazing how many rallies you stop when you make the routine play.
Berkeley Heller back at the dish for the Maroon Knights. First pitch swinging, just foul down the third baseline. Down the third baseline. 12-3 your score. Under WVU Medicine score bar. Remember, we got Steubenville and Oak Glen coming up after this one wraps up. That one also a rematch from earlier this season. But of course, Oak Glen, the defending West Virginia AA state champions. Shot foul down the right side, out of play, 1-2 the counts.
That was wasn't that a close game last time they played, I believe?
Yeah, the first game was at Steubenville, and that was a 6-1 game.
6-1.
Now,
okay.
in that game, Maddie Carney, the standout pitcher for the Golden Bears, she was not yet back from injury. She did not pitch in that game. But it was still a pretty good ball game. I was at that one back at the end of March. Golden Bears are on a bit of a win streak. They have won 7 in a row. So we'll see them up next after this one against Steubenville Big Red. And a swing and a miss. Good work by Peyton Conley. Gets the strikeouts.
Got a little movement on that ball on the outside part of the plate.
Back to the top of the order, and Morgan Mealy. Mealy 1 for 2, 2 runs scored. She's walked as well. Into turf. Counts 1-1. Wheeling Central with 5 in the second, 7 in the third for their 12 runs. This was after Madonna scored first in the bottom of the first on the Matty Owens solo shot to center. One pitch inside for ball, 2-1 the count. Madonna has definitely challenged themselves with the schedule this year. They will go to Martins Ferry on Saturday afternoon. Martins Ferry having an outstanding season. That'll be another big test.
Like I say,
3-1 to count.
in baseball, basketball, it bodes well to play up during the season and get you ready for the end of the season.
Wheeling Central schedule, no slouch as
Yeah.
well. They play up as well. Got a lot of big games down the stretch. Scheduled to be home tomorrow against Tyler. Ball 4. So Morgan Mealy will head down to first base, where the first base coach is Ambrose Bober. That's her grandfather. Longtime coach for Wheeling Central. Assistant coach also has spent time as co-head coach, remember, with Rick Magruder, all the success they had winning multiple state championships. Of course, Buck Davidson took over in 2018. He's coaching at third base there, and they won a state title that season in 2018.
I got great programs in every sport.
Bella Ryan back at the plate. Made a nice defensive play at the end of the last inning. She has scored a couple runs, takes the ball skips away, and advancing to second is Morgan Mealy.
Go, Bella. There she is, kid.
The runner in scoring position for Bella Ryan. Senior shortstop. Pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2.
Yeah, good fastball, tied her up inside. She got that ball to move in toward the right-hand hitter.
1-2 the count. Runner at second. Skied high towards second. First baseman will come over, and that's Kendall Ryan now for the final out of the top half of the fourth. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. 12-3 your score. Wheeling Central leading Madonna.
When it comes to reliable garage door installation and service, count on the team your neighbors trust. Wayne Door Sales. From Wintersville and St. Clairsville, we're here with dependable products and service you can rely on every time. Wayne Door Sales, your local garage door experts.
My name is Waleed Gharib. I'm an interventional cardiologist at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. One of the most important things for anyone's health is get into your primary care physician. Even if you're healthy, even if you're doing well, sometimes you feel well, but it turns out your risk factors are not well controlled. When you're seeing your primary care doctor, they can help detect any of these problems and guide you towards fixing them, or at least getting you to someone who can fix them.
WTOV9 invites you to the 57th Annual Barron Club Dinner Thursday, April 30th at Franciscan University.
Former manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Glen will be the guest speaker.
Scan the QR code to find out more and make your reservation.
Bottom of the fourth, 12-3, Wheeling Central leading the Madonna Blue Dons. 5-run second, 7-run third. What's broken this one open?
I think it all started with 2 bunts, right? Small ball.
In that third inning.
Right.
Riley Burkheimer steps in, third baseman. Takes a strike from Olivia Kioski. Again, stick with us. We got more softball for you with Oak Glen and Steubenville to follow here. Beautiful Dan Smith Field of Dreams at Oak Glen High School. Two and one to count. Riley Burkheimer. Solid shot, pass short, and that's going to skip to the fence in left center. She's going to go for 2, and she'll be in there standing up. So Riley Burkheimer will stand out from the volleyball court. Also, like I mentioned, stand out in track and field. Going to go throw at West Liberty. She had herself a busy Saturday. She threw at the Dick Dye Track Classic at Wheeling Park, then came over and played for them against Wheeling Central, I believe, in game 2.
Love it. Yeah, that ball there got through that infield quick with that turf just a little damp.
Stepping in, Bria Burkheimer at second base. Second baseman, while sister Riley is standing at second. 0-2 the count. No outs here in the bottom half of the inning. 1-2 now the count.
Yeah, both the pitching on both sides. The control's been very good on both sides. I'm amazed there hasn't hardly been any walks at all.
Strike 3 called, and Kioski gets the Fox 9 strikeouts. That's her third strikeout of this game. One away. Elena Forche at the plate. And again, Kioski gets ahead here. 0-1 to count.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Like I say, big lead like this. Throw strikes, make him hit the ball.
Driven the other way, foul. Towards the batting cages where Oak Glen's getting warmed up. Steubenville Big Reds on the baseball field getting stretched out along with some of the Golden Bears. So they're getting ready here for the next game. So we'll have a short break between the two. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away. She'll run, but recorded with the throw down the first for the out. So a fourth strikeout now for Olivia Kioski, the senior pitcher. Runner advances to third. That is Riley Burkheimer. Haley Gamble at the plate here for the Blue Dons. Ball 3 your score on your WVU Medicine score bar. Blue Dons at the plate with 2 away. 2-0 the count. Ball 3, your score, the pitch. It is sliced in the shallow right and ranging over for the outs to end that bottom half of the fourth. We go to the fifth. Ball 3, your score. Wheeling Central in control.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1 GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1 GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
Enjoy a new view of News 9 everywhere you go. Reward your curiosity. News 9 is everywhere you are, on every device. Experience more, know more, with News 9 and the content you crave. On demand.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast.
Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today.
Maddie Mealy made the play at second to end that bottom half of the fourth, and she now comes to the plate here to lead off the top half of the fifth with Wheeling Central leading Madonna 12-3. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly. Game 1 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader here at Oak Glen. Steubenville and Oak Glen will follow this one.
Yeah, I want to give our weather guys, Jeff and the crew, they told me it was going to rain about 4:20, and you know what? It did. And then they said it was going to clear up, so...
Well, hopefully it stays clear, and then we'll give
if it does,
credit. You want a refund on your...
I want one of those hats. That
okay.
It said it would. I want one of those hats.
But hopefully it'll hold off. It's got a little cloudier. But
said it would, and it did.
And cloudier again.
It did rain like really hard for like 3 minutes.
Went sideways.
Yeah.
Some umbrellas were
blowing.
The process. This one's skied in the right. He goes foul. 1-2, the count on Maddie Muley. Beautiful facility here. We got the softball field, turfed and lit. We got the baseball field, turfed and lit. This all is up above the football stadium and the school.
Yeah, we are up for sure.
One, two, your counts. Peyton Conley, your pitcher here for Madonna. This is grounded sharply to third. Berkheimer across to Kendall Ryan. So Riley Berkheimer, nice play at third.
Yeah, whoever thought 100 years ago there'd be a school and two beautiful, or three, counting the football field, up here and then in the hills. They've done a great job.
One away here in the top half of the fifth. Chloe Groom at the plate, swinging and a miss there for pitcher Peyton Conley. Count even up at 1-1. Driven to center. Groom gets a hold of it, but underneath it, out in center field, Gina Berkheimer.
Just out ahead of that a little bit, hit it off the end of the bat, and just missed it. Just missed the barrel right off the end. He hit it decent, but just off the end.
So Aaron Maxwell back up to the plate. Maxwell 2 for 3 with a ribby and a run scored, and she sends one to the gap in right center field. Headed towards second base, and she will be in there standing up. So a third hit for Aaron Maxwell.
Yeah, hit that ball in the gap, and boy, as soon as it hit that turf, it just darted to the fence. You almost have to play a little deeper here with the conditions the way they are.
Seneca Heller back up at the plate. 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, and a ribby. Had many assists on the basketball court to Maxwell. She'll try to drive her in here on the softball diamond. One gets away. Maxwell's going to take third easily with 2 away in a 12-3 ball game. Catcher Sydney Hupp is on deck for the head coach Buck Davidson there in the third base box. Again, Steubenville Big Red and Oak Glen will follow this matchup right here at the home of the Golden Bears, the defending AA state champions in West Virginia. That's the ball, 2-0 the count.
Good job, 7.
Yeah, there's been most of the runs that Wheeling Central has scored tonight have been 2 outs.
And this one skied in the shallow right. Might this be another one? It drops foul.
Just foul. That's a no man's land.
You will have here cut off there by the dugout, but it was foul.
We call that the Bermuda Triangle. Is right between the right fielder, over the first baseman's head, and to the left of the second baseman.
So the count 2-1, 2 away here in the top half of the fifth. Ball skips away, and here comes Maxwell. She'll score. It's 13-3. Maxwell gets her second run of the ball game. It's a 10-run game. The mercy rule in West Virginia includes 8 runs after 5. So Madonna's going to have to get this down to a 7-run game to keep it going. It's also 15 runs after 3 in West Virginia, which is different than in Ohio. And it's a walk as Seneca Heller will take first, 2 away. Sydney Hupp will step up to the plate, takes off her catcher's gear. Hupp 1 for 3. She scored a run. Takes the ball. 1-0 count. The advantage of having the facility here they have, again, the two teams to follow already getting a good bit of warm-ups on the other field. Yeah. This is ripped down past first in the right field. A base hit. Heading towards third is Heller. She is then standing up. Ups at first. Boy, that was a rock. Runners on the corners here with 2 away. Looking again at your replay is Huff the lefty. Pulls it down the line. And that is going to be tough to handle right there.
Yep. Like I say, that ball hits the turf, it just flies.
Everything in close quarters on that softball field. Well, 13-3 now. Your score. Hupp will take second, so runners at second and third here with 2 away, 13-3. And Olivia Kioski, the Maroon Knights pitcher, a chance to add on to the lead a bit. Grounds this one back to the pitcher. Nice play by Conley over the first to end the inning. 1 run, it comes across in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. Madonna will look to keep this one going. They trail 13-3. We'll be right back from the Field of Dreams at Oak Glen High School.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
Thank you for your service means more when it's followed by action. Taking just 1 hour can remind a veteran they're valued. Fox 9 and Sinclair Cares are partnering with disabled American veterans to support DAV Community Impact Day. Neighbors coming together to serve veterans who live among us. Scan the QR code or go to sinclaircares.com to make a pledge to volunteer. Your skills, your time, and your heart create a powerful impact.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Bottom of the 5th we go, and the Madonna Blue Dons will come to the plate. Wheeling Central leads it 13-3.
Yeah, they need a couple here, right, Rob, to keep this thing going.
It's 8 runs after 5 is the mercy rule, so they're going to test your math here. They got to
get 3, right?
They get more than 3. The 3, yeah. 2 wouldn't be enough. That would be 8. Testing out my Ohio University math skills. Tina Littleton will come to the plate. She had that shot early in the game. It skipped away out in right field. She hit.
Yeah, that was for a triple, right? That ball kept on going. That was a big hit of the game.
Big early for the Blue Dons. She hits this one, and to the shortstop, Bellarine ranges back, makes the play for outs number 1. Peyton Conley will come up. Now the pitcher was the first baseman. One away here in the bottom half of the 5th. This could be the final inning, unless the Blue Dons can get 3 runs. Again, following this one, we got Steubenville Big Red and Oak Glen. Game 2 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader. And this is hit.
Nice hit.
Into left field. A base hit. Nice work by Peyton Conley, who reaches with 1 out here in the 5th. Gina Burkheimer, center fielder, will come up to the plate. Burkheimer steps in, takes the ball.
Oh, quick throw. Quick snap throw.
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Skips in the turf. Ball 2-0 is the count.
Hey.
Burkheimer. Take a strike there. Kioski gets it in there. 2-1 the counts. 13-3 your score. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 2-2 the count with one away and a runner on first for the Blue Dons. Owens on deck. Swing and a miss, strikeout for Kioski.
They're determined to pick off that runner at first.
5 strikeouts for Olivia Kioski in the circle, and that'll bring up Maddie Owens, who had the solo shot in the bottom of the first to put the Blue Dons up 1-0. Takes outside the ball, 1-0 the counts. Outside again, ball 2. Two away with a runner on. 2-0 pitch. Driven.
Oh, she got it again.
Deep left center. Way back and gone. Maddie Owens, it's 13-5 with 2 away. Her second of the game, the junior, makes it a 9-run game at 13-5. 2 homers on the day.
8-run. They need one more right to
keep this going. Look at that
going.
shot again. 2 no-doubters for Maddie Owens.
Wow.
Career home run number 20 for the junior.
They need to play her in the hill, on the hill out there.
Go behind the camera and
Go
center.
behind the camera and they might catch it.
2 away. Taken for a strike. Oh, 1 the count. Taken for a ball, 1-1. Two away. Hit towards second.
Another hit.
And that's going to skip into right center. Headed towards second. And in there, standing up, is Kendall Ryan. Ryan with the big hit.
Yeah, they want to keep playing.
They want to keep playing. They want to keep playing on TV.
One more hit, and they will.
Riley Burkheimer, the third baseman, looks to keep it rolling. But 2 away here in the bottom half of the 5th. Gets ahead, strike 1. Runner at second is Ryan. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Oh, 2 the count. Runner on second, 2 away. Strikeout and out. Will end it, and it does. Kioski, her 6th strikeout, wraps this one up. 13-5. The Wheeling Central Maroon Knights pick up win number 11. We'll take a timeout. We'll wrap this one up and get you ready for game number 2 between Steubenville Big Red and Oak Glen.
My name is Patrick Storr, and I'm a physical therapist with WVU Medicine. A lot of people in the Valley have the misconception that you need to leave the area to get a good joint replacement. I've been a physical therapist in the Valley for 32 years. I've rehabbed countless numbers of total knee, total hip replacement patients. The techniques that they use here are just as advanced as anyone else, and the outcomes. That's what I look at as a therapist. The outcomes are just as good, if not better, than anybody else.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
13-5 your final in game 1 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader here Dan Smith, Oakland. Field of Dreams. Wheeling Central winner 13-5. Look at your highlights from the first game. Matty Owens, the junior standout, got it started for the Blue Dons. A solo shot put them up 1-0. But the Maroon Knights, they would answer. Seneca Heller drives one out there to the fence. It was a big second inning as they would score 5. The ball skips away, 2-run score, and Maroon Knights take the lead at 3-1. And then reaching out and getting it is Maddie Mealy. The big inning continues. Another run will score. And more from the Maroon Knights. Maddie Mealy, deep drive off of the warning track. It was a 5-run second, a 7-run third. Aaron Maxwell had a nice day at the plate as well. She was safe there. This all part of that 7-run third inning. They took control in those second and third innings. Now, the Blue Dons made it interesting. We almost continued to play because the mercy rule in West Virginia is 8 runs after 5. In Ohio, if you're on the Ohio side, it's 10 runs after 5. Of course, we saw Matty Owens hit the 2-run shot to make it an 8-run game. Madonna had a runner at second base.
One more hit.
Her another run. We're still playing game 1.
Exactly.
But the big strikeout for Livy Kioski with 6 strikeouts in this one. And the Maroon Knights pick up the victory. They go to 11-7 on the season. There's a look at Steubenville Big Red getting set to take the field. Both teams have been warming up over on the baseball field. They'll still get their infield time here to get warmed up, but we will get back to action shortly. We'll take a timeout. Continue to get you ready for game 2 between Steubenville Big Red and the host, Oak Glen Golden Bears on WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
911, where is the emergency?
I'm Ann Emerson, an investigative reporter with more than 30 years of experience.
This was a homicidal event.
Covering the headline cases.
I did not kill Maggie.
With the biggest names in true crime.
I'm going to get justice for myself.
To the news stories you need to know.
Nancy Guthrie.
What happened that night?
I heard something that didn't sound right at all.
I'm unpacking all of the facts. Every episode on Criminally Obsessed.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
We're getting set for game 2 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam broadcast. The Oak Glen Golden Bears, defending West Virginia AA state champs, set to take on Steubenville Big Red for the second time this season. These two teams, they met at the end of March, back on March 25th to be exact. I was there to get highlights of this one between these two in an early season matchup, and it was a game that Steubenville Big Red won, as we got the dance party going here as we get ready for game number 2. Gotta love it. Getting set for some highlights here from game number 1 between these two, the Golden Bears and Steubenville Big Red. Danica Holden, she was your starting pitcher for Oak Glen in this one. Maddie Carney, the standout pitcher for Oak Glen, still was not back yet for injury. So Holden pitched in that one. And the Bears, they would strike first in the top half of the third with the run. Rayleigh Lash over there at first, but Isabella Cadillo with a strikeout to get out of that threat. And then more for the Golden Bears, looking to add on a big out there at third base. That was Emily Tuttle with the tag. And then Sadie Edwards, the all-time home run leader now at Big Red, sends one to center field. This was part of a 3-run fourth inning. Big Red scored 3 in the fourth. They would score 3 in the sixth to account for all the scoring in that one for Big Red. 6-1 was your final score. So Big Red 8-3 now on the season. Coming into this matchup here against Oak Glen, the Golden Bears are 11-4. They've won 7 in a row, and we will have a chance to see Maddie Carney pitch for the Golden Bears, the All-State first-team captain, pitcher, junior. She will line up against Big Red, and Big Red is scheduled to start Sadie Edwards today in the circle. And she pitched in relief the other night against John Marshall, a game that the Monarchs won 13-5 at Big Red. So let's look at some of your highlights from the first matchup between these two schools. We'll get set for the Golden Bears and Big Red to play in their second matchup of this regular season. Each team will get a chance to take their infield, and then after that's all wrapped up, we'll get set for game number 2 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam. If you're watching this live on Fox 9 and you have friends and family out of town, remind them you can watch us on our WTOV News 9 Facebook page, our WTOV News 9 YouTube channel, or of course on our app and website as well. So you can watch us wherever you are. We got another game coming up here at the beautiful Field of Dreams at Oak Glen High School between Big Red and Oak Glen. We'll take a timeout and we'll come back in a moment.
Medicine. Here, it's more than a practice. It's a promise. To get you home sooner and get you back out there. To push the boundaries of what convention says is possible. To stop at nothing, no matter what. That's why medicine is in everything we do.
There's no race like Kansas. The best of the best bring the horsepower to the heartland.
Let's go have a fun day.
Pushing 200 round Tornado Alley.
What a battle. Whoa!
We don't do miles. Our tires run hot.
Oh, trouble.
Tempers are spicy. And our burnouts smoke to perfection. The Advent Health 400, Sunday on Fox.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1 GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1 GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
America's rising energy needs.
I just want affordable, reliable, secure energy.
Future nuclear power.
Small amount of land, small amount of fuel, huge amount of energy.
Past nuclear concerns.
These next generation reactors, if everything goes wrong, they automatically turn themselves off.
Spotlight on America Investigates.
I want marketplace and competition.
America's energy future. Tonight on Fox 9 News at 10.
We're getting set for game number 2, WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam. It's 8-3 Steubenville Big Red and 11-4 Oak Glen Golden Bears. The Bears riding a 7-game win streak into this second game of our broadcast doubleheader here from the Field of Dreams at Oak Glen. The Golden Bears getting their work done to warm up in the field. The pitcher in the circle for the Golden Bears. Our D&J Sales and Service pitching matchup. Pitcher for the Golden Bears is Maddie Carney. Carney recorded her 400th career strikeout last weekend. She is 9-2 on the season, a 1.23 ERA, 83 strikeouts in 57 innings pitched. Big Red will counter with Sadie Edwards, the Akron signee. 0-0 on the year, just got some action inside the circle last game. 1.40 ERA, 4 strikeouts in 5 innings. We're expecting to see her in this matchup here. And a look at the keys to the game for this one between the Golden Bears and Steubenville Big Red. For Big Red, head coach April Minifield in her first year. Stay focused from start to finish. Attack on offense. Of course, you want to make those plays on defense behind your pitcher. And for Oak Glen, same deal. Play solid defense, and on offense, you want to put the ball in play when you put the ball in play, Rich, good things can happen.
Exactly, and you got two real good pitchers here. I look for this game to be really close. You got two of the top teams in the Ohio Valley, and two great pitchers on. So I look for a low-scoring game and very close.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how this one plays out with Matty Carney in the circle after missing that first matchup against Steubenville Big Red. Again, that was a 6-1 Big Red win back at the end of March. Again, looking for game 2 here at the Field of Dreams. Weather continues to hold off for us. We had that short rain and wind delay, but ever since then, we've been rolling along here. And game 1, of course, if you missed it, Wheeling Central a 13-5 winner against the Madonna Blue Dons. Braley Lash, the shortstop, getting things warmed up here for the Golden Bears. State champion in volleyball. Would like to be a state champion in softball as well. We'll take a timeout and continue to get you ready for game 2 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam. It's Big Red and Oak Glen. We'll be right back.
WVU Medicine and the MyChart app bring you the care you need when you need it. Over 65% of regional patients use My WVU Chart, giving them instant access to test results, upcoming appointments, and direct messaging with their doctors. The app also lets family members securely connect as proxy users, so you can get help managing appointments and make informed healthcare decisions together. All designed so your access to quality care and your family's information is as simple as possible. WVU Medicine, quality care close to home.
You seen that life insurance thing I got in the mail?
It's over there.
The recycle bin. I sent for this.
You're buying life insurance now? Have you been to the grocery store lately? The last thing we need is another bill.
That's exactly why we need life insurance. It can help pay those bills. Funeral costs, too. Take a look at this. It costs pennies a day.
That's right. Rates for Colonial Penn Life Insurance start at $9.95 a month. That's 35 cents a day. And this is one bill you know will never go up. A lifetime rate lock guarantees it. Your rate is guaranteed, and so is your acceptance. That makes applying quick and easy. There are no medical questions, no physical exam. Since you can't be turned down, we don't ask about your health. Call for more information and your free gift today.
Call 1-800-253-3556 for free information and a free beneficiary planner. That's 1-800-253-3556. 1-800-253-3556.
If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe? Are you innocent, faultless, above reproach? If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. But finding one, it's laborious, it's strenuous, it's stupefying. That's why you gotta call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. They know the legalese, the lingo, the jargon, and the argot. They'll even tell you how much money your case could be worth. $300,000, $2 million, $86,491, all sorts of numbers. Slip and falls, work accidents, car, truck, bus, motorcycle, motorbike, e-bike, tandem bike. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid, and I don't get paid. So I compel you, I implore you, I beseech you to pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-373-0500.
Continue to get you ready for game 2 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader. Beautiful Field of Dreams here at Oak Glen High School. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly, and Big Red will soon take the field for their infield warm-ups, and we talk about their offensive starting lineup. They'll lead off this one with Gina Smith. Gina will be playing center field for Big Red in this one. Sagan Smarella, the 2-hitter, she'll catch, hitting .306 on the season. The number 3 hitter is Sadie Edwards. The pitcher, the Akron signee, .545 on the season, 5 doubles, 16 runs batted in. She's hit 5 home runs, 16 for her career. She became Big Red's career leader in the game against John Marshall just the other night. Batting cleanup, Sophia Zorni. Zorni hitting .389 on the season, followed by Riley Zorni in the 5 spot. Riley will play first base. Sophia will play second base. Emily Tuttle will bat 6 and play third base. Isabella Cadillo, she will play shortstop. Also often is the pitcher for Steubenville Big Red. Mira Fogel, their designated player. Rilla Guntram, she'll play in left. Leah Chamberlain, she will be in the field in right field for April Minifield. Her first season as head coach. And we look at the defensive lineup here for the Oak Glen Golden Bears. Again, Maddie Carney will be in the circle. Nevaeh Heath behind the plates. At first, over at third base, Danica Holden and another senior. Braylee Lash, senior at shortstop. Marley Lowe at second base. Richards will be playing at first base. Looking at my actual lineup here. And then the outfield, Hartong, Balch, and Robinson. So that's a look at the Oak Glen defensive lineup. We'll take a timeout, and we'll talk about the Oak Glen batting lineup and the Big Red defensive lineup. When we come back here, getting ahead of the Big Red Oak Glen matchup on WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam.
If your car is out of warranty, the next call you need to make is to CarShield. Car repair bills have gone up significantly in the past few years and show no signs of stopping. With CarShield, you pay a low monthly fee that fits your budget. So the next time you're here for a covered repair, let CarShield help with the bill.
Not only can you save big money on repairs, but you'll get a price lock guarantee. Your price will never go up for as long as you cover your car. Plus, 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, and rental car options. All you have to do is call now and get your free quote.
With CarShield, you have that peace of mind. You're not going to be stuck for a huge thousands of dollars bill.
Because cars are so expensive today, I am so glad that I have CarShield.
If you want to save time and save money, you need CarShield now. Call today to get your free quote.
CarShield has saved drivers more than $1 billion in car repairs. Call and get your free quote. Call 800-202-9150. 800-202-9150. 800-202-9150.
Hey kids, are you ready for the best birthday ever? At Seven Ranges Entertainment, we've got everything. Bowling, arcade games, great food and fun. And parents, we handle it all. That's right. You just show up and enjoy the party. Birthday packages for all ages. Customizable, affordable, and unforgettable. Book your party now at sevenrangesentertainment.com.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Earn big rewards on your favorite items at Convenient Food Mart.
Big Red assistant Joe Gary wrapping up some infield work for the Big Red defensive warm-up. The Oak Glen offense looking like this. McKaylin Bouch will lead things off and playing center field. Braylee Lash at shortstop. Maddie Carney, your pitcher. Nevaeh Heath behind the plate. Danica Holden at third. Macy Hartong in left. Marley Lowe at second base. Kylie Robinson in right. Kinsley Landis, your designated player, rounds out the lineup. Cameron Richards in the defensive side there for Oak Glen. And to look at the Big Red defense, Guntram, Smith, and Chamberlain, Tuttle, Cadile, Zorney, and Zorney. Smarella behind the plate. And Sadie Edwards, your pitcher. We'll take a timeout. It's almost time to play some more softball here at the Field of Dreams on the campus of Oak Glen High School at Steubenville. Big Red against the defending West Virginia AA state champs, the Oak Glen Golden Bears. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Portions of this program are brought to you by hands-free glide step Skechers slip-ins.
Broken!
Ever since I started wearing hands-free Glide Step Skechers Sleep-ins, my other shoes are useless. With Skechers Sleep-ins, I just step in and they're on. Try Skechers Sleep-ins.
I've been baking my entire life, so I love being in the kitchen. And I'm constantly throwing my brows. So when some of my friends mentioned they got treated with Botox Cosmetic and were happy with the results, I booked my first consultation. Botox Cosmetic, it's been FDA approved for over 20 years. And it's the most studied product of its kind. I'm happy with my results. They're very natural looking.
Botox cosmetic effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping or swelling. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
I'm the one and only Taylor, and I got treated with the one and only Botox Cosmetic.
Find a licensed Botox Cosmetic specialist at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
My name is Matthew Metz. I'm a general surgeon at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So hernia surgery is one of the most frequent surgeries that we do. And it's also surgery that sometimes gets put off a lot. It's best to repair it as soon as possible, less post-operative discomfort potentially for patients when the hernias are repaired when they're smaller, and actually probably quicker recovery when they're repaired if they're small.
WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader game 2 just about to get underway. Steubenville Big Red 8-3 on the season, taking on the 11-4 Oak Glen Golden Bears. Your head coaches meeting with our umpires for game 2. Head coach Sherry Garner, 9th season of this Golden Bear program, again the defending state champs. April Minifield in her first season as the head coach of Steubenville Big Red after time as an assistant coach. Talking things over with our umpires for this game, to include Jimmy Safront and Lacey Dokes. Getting set for this matchup, Rob Metzger here with Rich Donnelly, and looking forward to what should be a very good matchup between two strong programs.
Yeah, you got two good pitchers on the mound. You got these teams play pretty good softball. They both got good records. They both played real good teams, and like I say, both getting ready for the end of the year. So I anticipate a well-played game and a close game.
Again, big thanks to Oak Glen Athletic Director Julie Zellers for allowing us to have this double header here on the turf at the Field of Dreams. We had Wheeling Central, a 13-5 winner against Madonna in game 1. And now the Golden Bears have taken the field here for game number 2 with Maddie Carney, the first-team All-State captain in the circle for the Golden Bears, who won 7 games in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be both teams going to be tough to score off either one of these pitchers, so we're going to see if they can manufacture a run, maybe by little small ball bunts, steals, things like that. Because these two girls, I don't think, I may be wrong, but I don't think they're going to give up a lot of hits.
For Sadie Edwards, it's only her second appearance this season. She has pitched before, but she came in relief in the game against John Marshall and did a good job. You see, still a little wet out there as you see Maddie Carney warming up, slipped there at the end. So, of course, we had the heavy rain earlier, and hopefully we can stay dry here, and that field will continue to dry up. But again, Carney, your starting pitcher, she came back in, I think, game number 4 after a preseason injury. And leading things off for Steubenville Big Red will be Gina Smith.
Yeah, Gina, the little sister of the great Big Red player, Cena Smith, who's now playing at your alma mater,
Ohio University,
doing great
by the way,
there.
Beat Marshall yesterday, 4-2.
That's right. And
Jules King pitched well, though, for Marshall in relief.
4 scoreless, I saw.
And Ava Blake from John Marshall hit her 15th or 16th home run of the season. Sophomore for the Herd. But Cena has seen some action as well as a true freshman. Gina's up at the plate. And it's 0-2 with Maddie Carney in the circle. 86 strikeouts in 57 innings pitched. The ERA at 1.23 for head coach Sherry Garner.
Yeah, I'm saying she probably gets it up there in the high 60s.
Cole strike 3. Backwards K in the book for Maddie Carney. Catcher Sagan Smarella will come up to the plate for Steubenville Big Red.
Like I say, I think the hits are going to be few and far between for both teams, so it's important to just put the bat on the ball.
First pitch strike. Smarella hitting .306, 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run. One of the 6 seniors on this Big Red roster. Count even up at 1-1.
Yeah, they had a pretty good run last year so far. This year under April Minifield, she's done a great job with them again.
Called strike. Strike 2, 1-2 the count with one away here in the top half of the first. Maddie Carney, a junior, in the circle. Ball low, 2-2 the counts. Two pitch, swung on and missed the high heat, strike 3, and that's another Fox 9 strikeout. And 2 strikeouts in 2 batters for Maddie Carney.
It's hard enough to hit Carney, and she's throwing that riser right at your chest. Like I say, you got to get on top of that pitch. You're not gonna launch that pitch.
That'll bring up the 3-hitter, Sadie Edwards, the all-time home run leader in Big Red, hit that 16th career homer against John Marshall. Monarchs won that game. Monarchs the top-ranked team in AAA. In fact, John Marshall scheduled a visit here to Glen next week. Skies this one to left. Deep left field, way back.
Another one.
It is gone.
Wow.
17 career home runs for Sadie Edwards. And for Edwards, it's home run number 6 on the season. And Big Red strikes first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, she got on top of that ball. If you could watch a replay, high pitch, she got on top of it and hammered it. Yeah, if you try to lift that ball, you're going to be under it and hit a nice fly ball. She got her right hand, boom, down through the ball, hit it flush, and boom, another one. Added to the record books.
So 1-0 your score. Big Red on the board on the Edwards home run. That'll bring up Sophia Zorni, 389 in the season, 9 ribbies, 12 runs, 3 steals. Fouled off to the left side and out of play.
Yeah, Zorni from a great baseball family in Steubenville, and she's just continuing the tradition.
Sophia, a lefty in the box. 0-1 the count. Oh, 2 away here in the top half of the first. The Sadie Edwards solo home run has Big Red in front, 1-0. That one a ball, 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Skied high. Shortstop Lash makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Big Red strikes first with an Edwards solo home run. It's 1-0.
On the next Bucko Triple Play, we wrap up the Washington series
and look ahead to the matchup with the Tampa Bay Rays.
And our guest will be former Pirate great Bob Walk.
The Bucko Triple Play on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform.
Medicine. Here, it's more than a practice. It's a promise to get you home sooner and get you back out there. To push the boundaries of what convention says is possible. To stop at nothing, no matter what. That's why medicine is in everything we do.
Join WTOV9 for your voice, your town, your future. West Virginia Legislative Town Hall voting for business.
Watch live as Senate and House candidates discuss their views for the future of the Mountain State.
Tuesday on Fox 9 at 6:30 p.m.
Steubenville Big Red, a 1-0 lead. Sadie Edwards, a solo home run, and she will be pitching for Big Red in this one, her second appearance. And Sagan Smarella behind the plate. Tuttle at third, Cadile at short, Sophia Zorni at second, Riley Zorni at first, Riella Guntram, Gina Smith, and Aaliyah Chamberlain in the outfield left to right. Head coach April Minifield and the Oakland Golden Bears will lead things off with Kaylin Bouch, the center fielder, hitting .288. Bouch at the plate, 15 runs scored. She's stolen 5 bases.
Yeah, let's see if Big Red can bounce back from that game the other night. I think John Marshall handled him pretty good. And,
13-5 with
then
the score.
You jump right in the frying pan and face the state champion.
It was a 10-run second for John Marshall.
Ooh, yeah.
Big Red, though, continued to battle, kept the game going, ended up 13-5. Edwards homered to get Big Red on the board when they were down early in that one. First hit here towards second, throw across Zorni to Zorni for out number 1. The one away here in the first.
We talked about this in the first game, but in a game like this, which we think is going to be really close, the routine play is so important. You can't give a team 4 outs in an inning.
Stepping in, Braylee Lash. The member of the Golden Bear State Champion volleyball squad as well. She skies this one high in the left. Still going back. At the fence, making the catch.
She just missed that ball.
Guntram.
Just missed it.
Got nearly put one over where Edwards hit the home run.
Just a tad.
Again,
she just missed that ball. She'll go back to the dugout and tell all the girls, I just missed that. Heck on it.
Good work by Guntram out there.
Yeah, that ball was deep. Right on the track. Right near the warning track.
Where she was. Makes the catch.
Yeah, you have to make sure as an outfielder when you're running for those balls, you stay on your balls of your feet. You can't get on a heel because if you do, your head's going to jiggle.
Carney at the plate takes strike 1 from Edwards. Carney hitting .439. 17 runs batted in. She's got 12 steals, so if she gets on base, have to keep an eye out for her on the base pass. 1-0 your score here in the bottom of the first.
Ooh,
looking to miss. Edwards with the strike.
That ball had some movement toward the outside part of the plate. Started right in the middle and moved out.
First time the Golden Bears have seen Edwards. Cadile pitched the first matchup. That one high. Count even at 2-2, 2 away here in the bottom half of the first. Edwards' solo shot has Big Red in front early. 2-2 offering. If the ball counts full at 3-2.
Yeah, like you said, you don't want to put Carney on with her base stealing ability, so imperative for Sadie to throw it down the middle and make her put the ball in play. She did.
He puts the ball in the air to center and ranging over to make the catch, Gina Smith for out number 3. Bears go in order, 1-2-3. We head to the top of the second. Big Red in front, 1-0.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Madison Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Steubenville, Big Red leads Oak Glen 1-0 as we head to the top of the second. Game 2 of our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader here on the campus of Oak Glen High School. Beautiful Field of Dreams. Rob Metzger here with Rich Donnelly.
And I think that thing, that stuff up in the sky, I think that's the sun.
To our left, yes.
I haven't seen it in about 7 hours, but
may dry things up a little bit.
Turn into a nice night.
At the plate, Riley Zorney, 333 on the season. The lefty. Facing Maddie Carney. This one lined in the center base hit. And this one
that'll get all the way to the wall.
Yep. And Zorney's headed towards second. Standing up with a double.
Let's see what Big Red decides to do here. Usually with a game like this, every run is golden. You want to get this runner to third. You got a pretty good hitter up there, though, so you don't want to have her bunt, I don't think. Let her hit, and hopefully she can move the runner to third at least.
Emily Tuttle steps in, 286 with 3 doubles and 4 runs batted in. Riley Zorney is at second. Now back.
Man, good swing right on that ball. I'd like to say hello to my father-in-law, former Smithfield Spartan great Bob Guidosh, who's watching tonight in Wintersville.
Oh, line down the line and left, but foul. 0-2 to count.
I'm not sure how many Smithfield Spartans are still around, but he might be one of the last. But he was a great athlete there years ago. As a hitter here, you got to get that. You got to get that girl to third somehow.
Outside the ball, 1-2 to count. 1-0 Big Red on your WVU Medicine scorebar. Skied high. Foul ground.
Oh.
Ball drops in, so Tuttle come back to the plate.
That's one of the plays we just talked about. When you're running for a fly ball, make sure you stay on the balls of your feet, because when your heels hit, it jars your head and your head moves. And I think that's what happened there, and the ball popped right out of her glove. You want to be quiet, like you're walking on eggs.
1-2, the count remains. Line right back up the middle base, hit in the center field. They're going to hold the runner.
Yep.
She did a good throw from center by Bouch.
Good job there by Coach, holding her at third. You never want to get thrown out at home with no outs. Credit to Tuttle for getting doing the job, getting her over to third base. And like I say, good job. I'm kind of prejudiced toward third base coaches, and she did a great job
right
there of holding her. You don't want to get that first out at home plate. So now you're first and third, and you got a chance to score now.
April Minifield, head coach, the third base coach as well. Fox 9 called to the mound here as Big Red has something cooking here with runners on the corners. No one out here in the top half of the second, and it is Isabella Cadillo at the plate playing shortstop today for Big Red. With Carney, she certainly is, a strikeout pitcher. She can get out of this in a hurry.
Yeah. And they're going to play, it looks like, play back. Playing back in the middle and up on the corners. The corners are going to come home. The infield in the middle, the run's going to score if he can hit a ground ball there.
Video lines a foul out of play to the right side.
Like I said, there's not too many double plays in softball. The ball has to be hit one hop, and you got to move it to get the runners.
Carney gets ahead, 0-1 to count here. 1-0 Big Red outside. Count even up at 1-1. Ooh, we're going to miss strike 2, 1-2 to count.
Like you said, she's very capable of getting out of this inning by herself. That high riser is tough to get to.
1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. Huddle at first. Riley Zorney at third. Big Red with the 1-0 lead on to Sadie Edwards, solo home run. Outside ball 3 to count full, 3-2. Full count. High ball 4. The bases are loaded with no one out. Cadil takes first. Mayor Fogel will step in. The number 8 hitter, designated player.
Now their corners are way in now, as you see.
Yes.
So they're coming home all the way.
Force anywhere. Strike 1.
Yep. Yeah, anything hit to the corners, I would say they would come home. If they could get this ball up the middle, they'd probably score a run.
We're going to miss strike 2, 0-2 the count. Bases are loaded. Top of the second. Strike 3 called. Not looking.
Yep, you got to be more. You got to protect the plate with 2 strikes.
Box 9 strikeout for out number 1. The base is loaded now for Briella Guntram, the left fielder. Foul back.
Yeah, Kearney's very capable down at the end of the order now. She's very capable of wiping this 7, 8, 9 hitter out with her fastball. Barry Red, on the other hand, is just trying to hit the ball. Just trying to hit the ball somewhere.
Contact anywhere could potentially get a run home. Swinging a miss, strike 2, 0-2 the count.
Yeah, they're going to have trouble with that high heater because she's blowing it right by him.
And if you are Kearney, you're going to go right at him.
Stay right there. Yep. No tricks. High heat.
That's the ball. 1-2 the count. Contact out of play, foul ball.
So when you go to 2 strikes, you have to change your approach. Choke up a little bit, try to be a little shorter.
Right.
Expand the zone. You're not trying to hit a home run here. You're trying to just put the ball in play.
1-2 to count, 1 away, bases loaded. Strike 3, Another strikeout for Maddie Kearney. Back to the top of the order, and Gina Smith with the bases loaded. Kearney 1 out away from getting out of this with the bases loaded.
Like you said, she's doing it with her arm. That high heater is working. There it is.
Down
again.
out of play. 0-1 to count. Kearney gets ahead. Looking for some fresh softballs.
Some dry ones.
And drive,
yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go up there looking for a walk because she's probably not going to walk you. Like you say, you have to be aggressive in this situation.
Figure the ball is going to be somewhere you can hit it, but can you catch up to it? That's a ball. 1-1 is the count on Gina Smith. Leadoff hitter for Steubenville, Big Red. Down out of play to the right side, and it's going to land onto the baseball field.
This will be a big morale booster for Oak Glen. Getting out of this situation with no runs.
1-2 pitch. Driven towards right. It's going to go foul.
Foul.
Failing foul. Count remains 1-2. Smith getting a bat on it.
You're right on it.
Sun starting to peek through the clouds.
Yep.
And that brief downpour.
With that hurricane.
Yeah, the wind. Rain going sideways.
I never thought
umbrellas being flipped inside out.
I never thought we'd be here.
That was in game 1. Wheeling Central beat Madonna 13-5-5. Swing and a miss. Kearney.
Wow.
3 consecutive strikeouts to get out of it. Bases loaded, stranded. We go to the bottom of the second. Big Red in front still, 1-0.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
One nothing Big Red in front and bottom of the second. Maddie Carney gets out of the trouble. Bases were loaded, but 3 consecutive strikeouts. And it stays a 1-0 ball game.
Yeah, you're seeing now why she's going to the next level.
400-plus career strikeouts for Maddie Carney. First pitch swinging towards second. Nice sliding stop, but Heath will reach on the infield single to catcher Nevaeh Heath.
Yeah, when you're going for that backhand, if you drop it, you have no chance with these short bases. So dropped it, popped out, and we got a pinch runner, I think.
Lexi Vincent will run for the catcher Heath. And Danica Holden will step in, headed to Wheeling University. Holden, one of the seniors for Sherry Garner. First pitch swinging, this one tailing foul on the right side, out of play. Got people lined all across different areas of this facility.
Everywhere. They're out in the hills, out in the upper deck, the sun deck or the moon deck.
0-1 the count. Right back up the middle, base hit for Holden. Vincent will move over to second, so 2 on, no one out here for the Golden Bears. They got something cooking in the bottom half of the second.
It seems like it always works out when you get out of that situation with bases loaded, no outs, and you can't get a run. It just seems like every time it happens, the other team comes back the next inning and puts points on the board.
Another look at it there on our replay, and Macy Hertong will step up.
Infield, the corners are way up.
Hertong swings. It's dropping into shallow center. The bases are loaded as everyone moves up a base, and Hertong with a single. Bases loaded, no one out.
Yep, now they switch the script. Now they have the bases loaded, no one out.
Marley Lowe will step up, second baseman. Lowe hitting .302, 14 runs scored. She's driven in 3. He's got a chance to add to that total in a big way here.
This puts the defense in a dilemma, and your pitcher has to take over from here.
And she's swinging. First pitch into center field. Gina Smith makes the catch. Here comes the runner home. Safe. And everyone moves up a base as well. Runners at second and third.
You see it a lot in high school. Fly ball to center field. Do not try to throw the runner out at home unless you've got a gun, because they will move up on the overthrow. That's exactly what they did.
Sack fly here for Marley Lowe. Scoring Vincent.
Just throw this ball to third base. Don't even try to throw home. You have no chance. Throw it home, and you'll stop the runner.
First pitch swinging again. Fouled back.
And good base running by Oak Glen. Taking advantage of when you tag up, if you see the ball going over the cutoff man's head or the girl's head, take off.
We're tied at 1. Runners at second and third for the Golden Bears. 1 away for Kylie Robinson. Edwards gets the swing and miss, gets ahead in the count 0-2.
Yeah, she needs to do what Carney did in the last half inning. Take over.
Robinson 314 on the season. 10 runs batted in. Takes the ball there. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Takes it for a ball outside. 2-2. Runners at second and third for the Golden Bears. Counts full at 3-2. Holden's at third. Hartung's at second. Robinson at the plate. Takes strike three. Edwards, a big strikeout.
Nice pitch.
2 away.
Big spot in the game right here. Like you said, each run is golden for these two teams. So Kearney did it for Oak Glen. See if Sadie Edwards can do it for Big Red.
Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Kinsley Landis, the 9-hitter at the plate. Hitting .458 with 2 doubles.
It's pretty good for a
4 runs batted in.
ninth place hitter.
4 stolen bases. She scored 12 runs. Gets this one.
Well, she got
handled by Zorni at first, and Edwards works out of it, allowing just the 1 run. Stranding 2. We head to the third. A Big Red and Oak Glen tied at 1 as we head to the third.
My name is Waleed Garib. I'm an interventional cardiologist at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. One of the most important things for anyone's health is get into your primary care physician. Even if you're healthy, even if you're doing well, sometimes you feel well, but it turns out your risk factors are not well controlled. When you're seeing your primary care doctor, they can help detect any of these problems and guide you towards fixing them, or at least getting you to someone who can fix them.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change.
In an instant, the Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your FutureCast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform.
Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
Top of the third inning, it's 1-1. Oak Glen evens things up in the bottom half of the second. Maddie Carney, final warm-up pitch. She got out of a jam in the top half of the second. The bases were loaded, nobody out.
Yeah,
3
that was
consecutive strikeouts.
Great job. Like I say, she's capable of it, and it's great for Coach to have a girl like her on the mound. You don't have to worry about your defense. Just give her the ball.
It's always good to have the defense working behind you, but she can take care of some problems on her own. Carla fouls off. Look out.
Watch out. That's right in the head.
Everyone's okay, but
that ball crept over the fence. I don't know how it did.
Thought off. Shortstop. Lash. Nice play. Throw over.
Nice
in
play.
Time for the outs.
Nice play. Wasn't sure whether she caught it or not, but I think she short hopped it.
Sadie Edwards will come up. She homered. Put Big Red on the board in the top half of the first. First pitch outside. I wonder if Kearney's going to be careful.
Stay away.
Right
I was just thinking the same thing. The first pitch was away.
This one is hit hard again to left, and it is going to be off the base of the fence. And Edwards races in, sliding with a double.
She got on top of that ball, too, you know. Ooh. She can, she got some good hands. Got on top of that ball. To get on top of that high heater, man, you got to go and have some reactions, and she did. That ball had topspin on it.
Look at it again.
You can watch. She got on top of this, boom, and she got it had topspin when it got out to the fence. That's why it didn't go out. Knocked the fence over.
So a homer and a double and 2 at-bats for Sadie Edwards, hitting .545. Entering this one, grounder towards short. Lash takes the runner over, throws across.
Nice play.
Throw to third, gets away, and that's going to allow Edwards to come home and score. It's 2-1.
Yeah, they didn't want to do that. They had no chance to get her. And so Sadie was already standing on the base when he threw it.
There's look again at the replay.
Yeah, she should just held on to this ball.
Sophia Zorni, the short lash. Nice play.
Sadie went halfway. You see it, then she took off.
Right.
And even if this throws down, no chance. So Big Red gets a break there.
A learning moment for the Golden Bears on defense. 2 away, but it's now 2-1 Big Red as Edwards comes around to score. Chop foul for Riley Zorni. 2-1, Big Red regains the lead. 0-2 the count. So Edwards has scored both runs for Big Red in this one. Swing and a miss. Carney gets out of it there, but Big Red gets a run. Edwards a double, and in the air allows the run to score. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 2-1. Big Red in front.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1 GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1 GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
Thank you for your service means more when it's followed by action. Taking just 1 hour can remind a veteran they're valued. Fox 9 and Sinclair Cares are partnering with disabled American veterans to support DAV Community Impact Day. Neighbors coming together to serve veterans who live among us. Scan the QR code or go to sinclaircares.com to make a pledge to volunteer. Your skills, your time, and your heart create a powerful impact.
2-1, Big Red in front. Pitching change for Big Red as they'll bring in Isabella Cadillo, who has handled a bulk of the pitching duties this season.
I think they followed the lead of the Pirates last night. Pirates had an opener for 1 inning.
And Majinski took it from there.
And then Majinski took it there. Maybe Sadie was the opener for today.
Now Sadie will go to short where she normally plays. Deal will come in to pitch for Big Red. Get her warm-up tosses in here. Big Red now leading 2-1. Edwards accounts for both runs so far. A homer, then a double, scored on the air. Yep. But in softball, in a close game, those are the little things that you learn are can be big.
I think this is going to be I don't think there's going to be a lot of hits in this game. All these pitchers are pretty good.
Back to the top of the order, Michaela Balch. Lead things off here in the bottom half of the third. Takes a strike from Cadillo. This one's fouled off to the right side, out of play. To the count on the Bears leadoff hitter. Foul back.
Yeah, right off her fist, inside.
Cadillo's pitched 71 2/3 innings. 8-3 on the season. 50 strikeouts.
Yeah, she got a lot of good experience last year, I believe, as a freshman. So
26 walks.
She's going to be
hit in the air.
Has a good future.
And Zorni. Sophia Zorni makes the catch for round number 1. Braylee Lash will step in for the Golden Bears. One away here in the bottom half of the third. Lash fouls it off right side, out of play. Big Red with the 2-1 lead here in the third. Lash takes low ball 1-1. Yeah, the Pirates use the opener, and then Montgomery.
Scoreless pitched one, and then Majinski came in and I believe pitched shutout ball.
Swing and a miss. Cadillo gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, a lot of teams, some teams are doing that now. They're putting a guy in there to start the game. And
you guys will discuss that on the next Bucko triple play.
Yeah, we call him the opener. I'm not sure. If I have Otani, he's going to be my opener and my closer.
Lash, the center field base hit.
Yeah. Otani's going to be my opener and my closer.
He's everything.
Like he did the other night.
Matty Carney will step up to the plate with a runner on in Lash. In Carney, 439 on this season. He's driven in 17. Cadillo with the swing and a miss. The 1 offering.
That's trouble.
Sliced into
that's
shallow
trouble.
left. It drops in.
Yeah, that's trouble.
And heading to third is Lash. She's in there, safe.
Wow. Good base running.
And Carney heads to second.
Yep, that Bermuda Triangle out there, it's really tough because you got 3 people going for the ball and spinning. And
here it is again on the replay. Carney goes opposite field.
Placed perfectly. And it bounced away and allowed the runners to move up.
Close play at third, though.
Oak Glen's in good shape now.
Look at third. And they're safely. Second and third. And Nevaeh Heath singled and scored in the second. 1 away here. Base hit could put him in front.
Lex is trying to stay away from her.
Holden on deck. It's the ball, 2-1. Carney at second, Lash at third, 1 away, bottom at the third, 2-1, Big Red in front. Takes another ball, 3-1. Big Red with the 2-1 lead, but Oakland 2 on, and a walk to Heath. The bases are loaded with 1 away, and senior Danica Holden will step into the batter's box. And they'll run again for Heath. And that is Vincent back in there, who scored running for Heath in the second.
Big Red playing they're playing in the middle, but to me they're not playing far enough in on this turf.
Takes the ball, 1-0 to count.
It's the plays at home for the corner people.
1-0 pitch. Holden fouls it off. Bases loaded for the Golden Bears. Danica Holden at the plate. Takes the ball, 2-1 to count. Nowhere to put her. One away here in the bottom half of the third. Slices this one in the shallow center field. Base hit. 1 run will score. Everyone moves up a base. We're tied at 2.
Out how hard you hit it, where you hit it.
Lash comes across. Look again on the replay.
Ball was
inside.
Right on her fist, and she just fisted it right out there. Little Texas leaguer. Tied the game up and put Oak Glen in real good shape now.
Bases still loaded, 1 out. Macy Hartong takes a strike. Hartong had some big moments in the soccer field as well. Up with the bases loaded, 2-2 your score here in the bottom half of the third. Takes the ball low, 1-1. Bases full of Bears. We've got one run in so far. Grounder foul. 1-2. So Cadillo ahead in the count here.
Looking for a punch out here.
Harley Lowe on deck. Hartong with 11 runs batted in. Carney at third. Hartong, the senior left fielder. Takes inside a ball, 2-2. Two and two to count. The bases are loaded with one away here in the bottom half of the third. Bears looking to take the lead. Hartong hit towards second. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Maybe. Safe. It is 2 runs will score.
Yep.
And it's 4-2. Golden Bears look again on the replay. Hartong comes through. Base hit past second. Carney comes across. Along with Vincent here, play at the plates. Got just underneath
it. Just underneath. Good throw, but just off a little bit. Now Glen, good business. The runners there, they both moved up. Good base running.
So Vincent scored twice in the courtesy runner roll. This one skied to first. Catch made by Zorney. Low at the plate for out number 2. Lee Robinson.
Well, this will be big for Oak Glen to get these 2 additional runs for insurance. And have Carney on a mound with a 4-run lead. Wow.
Second and third, 2 outs, 4-2. Oak Glen lead. Slice foul out of play. So Hartong drives in 2 runs. Takes a strike, 0-2 on Robinson, the number 8 hitter in the Bear lineup. Looking for a couple more runs. With 3 on the board here in the third. Fouled off. The big red dugout.
Yeah, Oakland hasn't hit the ball extremely hard, but they've hit it where there's no defenders. A couple Texas leaguers over the infield. And a couple balls up the middle, and the ball to right field for the hit. 7 hits.
0-2 pitch. Ball 1-2. Two away here in the bottom of the third. Oak Glen with 3 runs in. They now lead 4-2. Runners at second and third. Outside ball, 2-2. And the right fielder, Kylie Robinson. Two pitch, 2 outs. Inside ball, 3-2. As we land this on deck.
Yeah, struggling a little bit with their control behind a lot of the hitters this inning.
Three-two offering, grounded back to second. Zorney to Zorney, nice big play for the out. Wraps up the inning. 3 runs on the board for the Bears. They take a 4-2 lead. We'll be right back with the 4th inning in a moment.
My name is Patrick Storer, and I'm a physical therapist with WVU Medicine. A lot of people in the Valley have the misconception that you need to leave the area to get a good joint replacement. I've been a physical therapist in the Valley for 32 years. I've rehabbed countless numbers of total knee, total hip replacement patients. The techniques that they use here are just as advanced as anyone else, and the outcomes. That's what I look at as a therapist. The outcomes are just as good, if not better, than anybody else.
911, where's the emergency?
I'm Ann Emerson, an investigative reporter with more than 30 years of experience.
This was a homicidal event.
Covering the headline cases.
I did not kill Maggie.
With the biggest names in true crime.
I'm going to get justice for myself.
To the news stories you need to know.
Nancy Guthrie.
What happened that night?
I heard something that didn't sound right at all.
I'm unpacking all of the facts. Every episode on Criminally Obsessed.
Glen leads it 4-2 after a 3-run bottom half of the third. Maddie Carney continuing to work in the circle for the Golden Bears. As we head to the top of the fourth, Emily Tuttle will step in for Big Red. Big Red took the lead 2-1 in the top of the third, but the Bears answered with 3 in the bottom half to take the 4-2 lead. And Tuttle takes high for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Foul pulled out of play to the left side. Count at 1-1. Scott foul out of play once again. Now ahead in the count is Carney at 1-2. No outs here in the top pass for the fourth. Carney. And Tuttle pulls that one foul into the bullpen or beyond the bullpen there.
Jumped all over that one, yeah. Now what you usually do here when you see somebody pull that fastball, throw them something off speed because they're looking dead red.
Another 1-2 pitch. Foul off. And Tuttle, good battle, staying alive here. One-two pitch.
Right off her fist. She's battling there with 2 strikes. That high heater, man, it's hard to square up.
The Tuttle with a good battle, still down in the count 1-2 to Maddie Carney. And Carney,
foul ball. She's
foul
out.
Ball.
Oh, she dropped it. Yeah. Ticked her bat to catch her. That was a tough one for the catcher to catch. Those are just almost by luck.
One-two. Caught looking. 7th strikeout for Maddie Carney. A Fox 9 strikeout, and now your pitcher, Isabella Cadillo, will step in. 4-2 your score. And working ahead, 0-1 to count. Cadillo walked her first time up. Carney gets ahead in this count, 0-2.
Yeah, a pitcher like Carney, she gets in a groove, and boy, when she gets in a groove, she's nasty. She's putting the ball right where she wants it almost every time, with a little juice on it.
Break 3, looking, another one. Yep. 8 strikeouts for Carney. Another backwards K in the book. Back-to-back strikeouts. Amira Fogel at the plate now for Big Red. Outside for a ball.
Yeah, she has settled in real good. I can say putting the ball almost exactly where she wants it at a high velocity.
Fouled off. Remember, bases loaded for Big Red
that's going to be a big turning point. If Big Red loses, they're going to look back. No outs, bases loaded, and 3 strikeouts.
Sadie Edwards has done the damage so far. Homer and a double. 1 foul to the right side.
You just got to keep the people off the base in front of her.
One and 2 is the count. With 2 away here in the top half of the 4th. Pair of strikeouts for Kearney in this 4th inning. Make it 3. 3 caught looking. Strikeouts for Kearney. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Oak Glen in front. 4-2.
Medicine. Here, it's more than a practice. It's a promise. To get you home sooner and get you back out there. To push the boundaries of what convention says is possible. To stop at nothing, no matter what. That's why medicine is in everything we do.
Extra, extra, read all about it. It's the Ohio Valley Health Center's Roaring 20 Years of Hope, Health, and Healing Gala, April 26th.
This annual fundraiser plays a vital role in supporting the Health Center's mission to provide high-quality health care for the medically uninsured and underinsured, regardless of their ability to pay.
Enjoy an amazing dinner, live auction, mystery boxes totaling over $10,000, all with the vintage flair of the Roaring 20s.
Celebrate our 20 years of commitment to the community at the OVHC Gala. Get your tickets today.
4-2, Oak Glen leads here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. A 3-run 3rd. 9-hitter Kinsley Landis, the designated player, will step in. Wearing 00.
Let's see if Big Red could keep it close here.
And Cadillo gets ahead with the strike. 0-1 to count. Fouled off straight away behind us. 0-2. Cadillo, who came in relief in the 3rd after Sadie Edwards started and pitched the first 2 innings. Edwards now short. Inside. Tough looking strike 3.
That's a tough one. It handcuffs you, and usually, sometimes if you're looking out over the plate, you don't know whether that ball is inside as a strike or not. Right. And that's what happened there. She was looking away, and boy, got it in. She didn't think it was a strike, but when you're looking away, your vision changes.
Strikeout 4, Cadillo. Ball 1-0 the count. Top of the order for the Golden Bears, Michaelan Bouch at the plate. Strike in there for Cadillo, 1-1. Ball 2-1. Bears, a run in the bottom of the 2nd, 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Big Red 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. 4-2 your score. Bears in front. Takes high, 3-1. Oak Glen has won 7 games in a row. Or 6, I can't count. It's 6. But a doubleheader sweep against Ravenswood and Doddridge County this past weekend. Looking for 7 in a row. Back to
tough
second.
play.
Tough play.
Nice.
Nice work.
That was bang bang.
Theodore Riley for the outs. Number 2. Braley Lash step in. Lash 1 for 2 with the run scored. Two away here in the bottom half of the 4th. Takes the ball, 1-0 to count. Maddie Carney on deck. The count. Lash head of the West Liberty University to play college softball. Foul out of play.
Yeah, a lot of girls in the Valley are going to college, D2, D1, and like I say, it's great. It's great because a long time ago there was no opportunity for them to do it. Now there's players all over the place.
Ooh. And there for strike 2 and 2 is the count.
Ooh, a jammer.
Jammed her to second. And again, good work by the Zornies for out number 3. We head to the 5th. 4-2. Oak Glen remains in front of Steubenville Big Red.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
Good news, football fans. It's draft time. The Steel City has the 21st pick, and Fox 9 has all the action on the Yinzers Draft Night Live. The top picks, live coverage, and enough excitement to have your whole squad do a victory dance. So fire up the TV, clear off the couch, and keep the wings and pizza coming. Because this year, you're on the clock with the Yinzers Draft Night Live. Watch April 23rd at 7 p.m. only on Fox 9.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
4-2 your score. Oak Glen in front as we head to the top half of the 5th inning. Maddie Carney continuing to work well inside of the circle for the Oak Glen Golden Bears, 11-4 on the season. And we'll face Riella Guntram.
Yeah, Big Red bottom of the order. See if they can get something going on here. Try to get the tying run to the plate somehow. It's hard to get the lead when you can't get the tying run to the plate.
Before that 3-run third, the difference.
Yeah. Well, bottom of the order, like I said, this is real important for Big Red if they could get these bottom half of the order girls on for the top of that order, which is pretty potent.
First pitch swinging. Carney gets ahead. 0-1 the count. Fouls it off. Out of play behind us. Hit something. Truck.
A truck.
Always a danger zone when you park near a
baseball.
You
gotta learn where to park when you come to baseball games.
I've learned it's better to walk far than have a short walk to the field.
Right.
I feel bad for the truck owner at the time, but the best highlight I've seen. Get to that in a moment here. 1-2 the count. Carney in front. Fouled off. Ava Blake, when she was at John Marshall, I was out in center field shooting highlights. She hit one out to center, went right through the back windshield of a truck. The person was sitting on the back of their truck. It bounced into the windshield and out, landed like by my feet.
I call that a bad scout.
Oh, like straightaway center.
That scout didn't scout her very good.
Blake's still hitting in the center. She hit another truck in college this year, or near a truck at Marshall.
Wow.
Like I said, at least 15 home runs for her, the sophomore. Swing and a miss. Carney with her 10th strikeout.
Yeah, she's in total control right now.
Box 9 strikeout, number 10 for Maddie Carney, the junior. Fouled off with Gina Smith at the plate.
Yeah, trying to get on there any way she can. It's even hard to bunt pitcher that throws so hard. You say, well, why don't they bunt her? Because if they can't hit her, well, it's almost harder to bunt her. To bunt her than it is to hit her.
Control where it's going.
Control it, you have no idea, yeah. Ball's coming up at 100 miles an hour.
0-1. Ball. 1-1 the count. Now the sun really is shining.
Sun is bright, yeah.
We won't complain about that after our early delay. Fouled off. 1-2. It is bright out here now.
Yep.
4-2. And top of the 5th.
Thankfully, it's behind the trees over there, so it doesn't affect any fielders.
Right. 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Carney, 11 strikeouts.
Yep, she's just overpowering the girls right now. I see why she has over 400. You'll add it to that by double figures tonight.
Carla steps in. We're going to get something going here for Big Red with 2 away in a 4-2 ball game.
Yeah, you got Edwards on deck, so real important for Big Red to get a. Oh, she pops it up.
Guy to center and over to make the catch. Ouch, and that'll end the top half of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Oak Glen in front, 4-2 from the Field of Dreams.
When it comes to reliable garage door installation and service, count on the team your neighbors trust. Wayne Door Sales. From Wintersville and St. Clairsville, we're here with dependable products and service you can rely on every time. Wayne Door Sales, your local garage door experts.
Here, we go further to keep medicine close to home by surrounding you with a team of experts and surrounding our region with the highest level of care, with the world's latest treatments and breakthroughs that change the odds. Because in medicine, we find a way. We go as far as it takes to help the people right here.
There's no better way to keep up with the Pirates than Bucko Triple Play with Rich Donnelly, Bill Phillips, and Don Sloan. Mondays and Thursdays each week of the season. Watch on YouTube or listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Maddie Carney, 11 strikeouts in the circle. She now steps up to the plate. She's 1-2 with a run scored. First team All-State captain last year, West Virginia AA. She struck out 223 batters, walked only 28.
Wow.
That's a 8-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and at the plate 431 last year.
And that's why they're leading 4-2. Other than Sadie putting the ball in play, no one else has really hit the ball hard off her.
Edwards will lead off the top of the.
Yeah, that's
6th.
what you want. That's what you want her to do. You don't want her to hit with people on base.
Carney will lead off. Fouls this one out of play. Carney last year 20 wins pitching to that West Virginia State Championship. Again, 8 teams will head to state this year in West Virginia. 2 per region.
Got a feeling they're going to be a load come the end of the year with her pitching.
Have a game here with Weir High on Saturday, and Weir High off to a very strong start this year as well with the new setup. If the teams can get the top 2, there's Carney slicing it to left. And there to make the catch, Guntram. if they get the top 2 seeds, they'll be on different brackets. Chance they could both go to state this year at South Charleston. But seeding on the line Saturday as well. Weir High actually won 2-1. Picked up a win against Oak Glen in the first matchup back on March 27th. That was the second game back for Kearney.
Yeah.
But Weir High off to a very good start as well.
Not going to give up too many runs the way she lips it up there.
Nevaeh Heath. She's gone on base twice. 2 runs have scored thanks to her getting on base. The runner, Lexi Vincent, has been the one to score.
Ooh, nice
waved at it, strike 1-2.
Nice changeup.
One-two pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. 4-2, your score on your WVU Medicine scorebar. Oak Glen in front. Sun is shining here at the Field of Dreams. High pitch, a ball, 3-2, with 1 away in the bottom half of the 5th.
Yeah, Cadill's been just a little off on her control. She's went to the full count numerous times, so needs to get back on the beam with her control. You don't want to pitch behind.
3-2 offering. Grounded, hot shot to
nice
first.
Play.
Nice play by Riley Zorney.
Boy, that was
steps on the bag.
Tough play. That ball was on her.
Play for Riley Zorney. 2 away. Danica Holden, 2 hits tonight. Steps up to the plate. 2 away, no one on base. Gets
inside out.
Our third hit.
Yeah, nice job.
Inside pitch off the hands and in the right field for the base hit.
Inside out, beautiful.
So Holden reaches with 2 away. And Macy Hartong back up. She drove in a pair of runs in that big 3-run 3rd inning. The Golden Bear left fielder takes a strike, 0-1, as Cadill works in front.
Yeah, Oakland, for the most part, they put the ball in play, scored most of their runs on singles, but they just they put the ball in play a lot. Doesn't look like they're a big power team.
Their strike, 0-2 the count, 2 away. Holding it first. Ball low, 1-2. Count even at 2.
Again, going a little deep in the count. Needs to get a little more control in the early part of the count. You don't want to go 5 and 6 pitches on each girl.
One in the foul ground. Zorney makes the sliding catch. Nice defense by Riley Zorney here in the inning. And in the game, in fact. It's 4-2 as we head to the 6th. Golden Bears still in front.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1 GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1 GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
WVU Medicine and the MyChart app bring you the care you need when you need it. Over 65% of regional patients use My WVU Chart, giving them instant access to test results, upcoming appointments, and direct messaging with their doctors. The app also lets family members securely connect as proxy users, so you can get help managing appointments and make informed healthcare decisions together. All designed so your access to quality care and your family's information is as simple as possible. WVU Medicine, quality care close to home.
To the 6th inning we go. Oak Glen leads at 4-2. It's Sadie Edwards set the bat for Big Red. She homered, doubled, scored on an error. Counting for Big Red's 2 runs thus far on Maddie Carney, who has 11 strikeouts entering this 6th inning.
Sadie has what I call a flat bat. She comes to the ball. The bat is flat. It's not under or over.
Future Akron Zip.
And she's going to be stronger, bigger, and stronger in the next couple of years.
Takes outside a ball. Leading off the top of the 6th. But if you're Carney and the Golden Bears, you like the fact that she is leading off the inning and not here with runners on. Pops this one up.
Yep.
Coming in at second base.
Yeah, if you want her hitting, with nobody on base. But so far, Carney's got through the second half of the order pretty easily, so she's in pretty good shape right now. Big Red again has to get that. They have to get that tying run on the plate somehow.
Low with the catch, out number 1. Sophia Zorni at the plate. So big out there for Oak Glen to get Edwards to pop out. Sophia Zorni. It's one towards short. Lash. Quick throw in time.
Ooh, that was close.
Over to Cameron Richards.
That was real close.
Bang, bang play. Riley Zorni will step up to the plate. Riley Zorni saw her make some nice defensive plays there in the bottom 5th.
Yep.
Four-2. Oak Glen in front. 2 away. It's this one to left, ranging over by the line and making the catch. Good work by Hartong to retire Big Red. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 4-2. Golden Bears.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Call the number on your screen.
Call 1-800-850-5500.
Bottom 6. Oak Glen leads 4-2. 3-run third, the difference thus far. Isabella Cadillo continuing to work in relief of Sadie Edwards. Carly Lowe will lead it off here for the Golden Bears. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 2 runs, 4 hits for Big Red, 4 runs, 8 hits for Oak Glen. Lowe had a sac fly for that second inning Oak Glen run. At the time, it tied it up. 1-0 to count, outside, 2-0. Four to 2, your score. Check swing, didn't go. Or did she? Ball 3 and in there for a strike.
Ooh. Hitter thought that was a little high, as did the announcer here.
Oh, strike 3-1. No challenges here.
Nope.
Can't tap your helmet.
There's
ball 4. And a leadoff walk from Marvin.
Yeah, let's see if Oakland plays a little small ball here or not.
Robinson.
They may want a bunt here. Be careful. Yep, it's a bunt. Yep.
Bound off.
When kids sacrifice bunt, turn around, tell everybody in the stadium you're going to bunt. Don't try to hit, then go try to bunt.
Show them.
Show it to them, and then put the ball down. Turn around. If you get the ball down, you're going to have your job done.
Want to swing and miss. 0-2 now to count.
So many kids try to bunt late. Like surprise. They're not surprising anybody. Everybody knows they're going to bunt. Turn around, get the ball down.
0-2 pitch. Foul back. Staying alive. Runner at first is low. And the pitch is low. It's 1-2. The Golden Bears leading by 2.
They're trying to get a big insurance run here if they can.
Foul ball. So foul ball has to go back.
Yeah, another run for Oakland will be huge.
Swung on a miss. Cadillo gets the strikeout for out number 1. Landis at the plate for the Golden Bears, leading 4-2. 1 away, runner at first. Grounds this one is
Tough
short.
play.
Edwards trying to throw across.
Wow.
Safe.
Ooh.
Is the call.
Wow.
Good effort, though, by Edwards to make it close.
Yeah, she had to go deep in the hole, and she had the arm to get it there.
Back to the top of the order for Michaelan Balch.
Say Oakland, like I say, they haven't really hit the ball hard. They just hit the ball. They haven't struck out as much as Big Red has.
Put the ball in play?
Yeah, put the ball in play. Good things will happen. It's a big insurance run out there for Oakland.
You got runners at first and second. 1 away, strike 1.
You give Kearney 3 runs, it's like giving her 6. Ooh, changeup.
Wing and a miss. 0-2 the counts. Cadillo looking for another punch out. High and tight.
Sometimes when you have a good arm like Kearney you don't need to throw a pitch to get him to just go after him.
Outside.
Don't give him a purpose pitch. Just go after him. You don't need to do that. Because then you go 1-2, 2-2, then you got to be perfect with that 2-2 pitch, or else you're going to go full count.
1 away here with 2 on inside.
And there she is at
3-2 with
that's what you don't
Lash
want.
on deck.
That's what you don't want. Like I said before, she gets a little bit too deep in the counts. She'll learn how to stay ahead of the hitters. She's only a sophomore.
That's in the right base hit. 1 run will score. It's 5-2. Runners at second and third with 1 away. Michaelan Balch, a big hit in the right.
Yep, and you got to stay ahead of the hitters, or they'll get you. 3-2 hitters count. Boom.
Great pass.
Perfect.
Drawn in.
And they still first or second and third with one out.
And Lowe will score. Five to 2 run score here in the bottom of the 6th. Lash with 2 on. Hits this one over second base hits. 1 run will score. It's 6 to 2. Runners will hold on the corners. And Lash delivers.
Yeah, it looks like Oak Glen wants to return the favor for what happened to them down at Big Red.
Matty Carney now up with runners on the corners in a 6-2 ball game.
And I don't know what other teams are in their class at West Virginia, but whoever they're playing, that team's going to have their hands full.
Like I said, this another good one here Saturday morning with Weir High visiting. Weir High beat them 2-1. Eliza Hutt, very good pitcher for Weir High.
We're going to do a little fake steal. Works out perfect.
Second and third.
A fake bunt.
Oak Glen's last loss was to Edison 5-2, but they then avenged that loss in this current win streak. 11-1. Here's Carney, second and third. Foul ball. 6-2 your score. Bottom of the 6th. Carney 1 for 3. Run scored.
Nice pitch.
Strike. 1 and 2.
She has a nice changeup.
Balch at third, Lash at second. 1-2 is the count. Carney to short, nice play by Edwards, throws home under the tag.
Got
Safe
under.
is Balch.
Yep.
It's 7-2. Look again. Nice play by Edwards at short, drawn in. Quick throw home.
Yeah, nice play, but just underneath.
Balch just underneath. Good look by our crew. High above home plate. That'll bring up Nevaeh Heath, the catcher. Off and running, runner coming home as well, and
Another
safe.
Yikes.
Lash scores, and Carney will take third.
And
She's going to head home, and she will slide in safely. It's 8-2. Golden Bears in control.
Yep, that's what my former boss, Jim Lehman, called alley ball, when you just throw the ball all over the place, like you're playing out in the alley. So, Big Red defense completely falling apart this.
We'll look at it again here.
Yeah.
Looking to lay down the bunt. The ball skips away. That allows
one
run to score. Lash comes in, but then when this ball slips away, that will allow Carney to take a chance and score as well to make it 8-2. So 5 runs here in the bottom half of the 6th. And one more run would end this game in the run rule because it's
8.
The bottom half. It's 8 in West Virginia, just like the last game. We had 13-5.
Yeah. I didn't think this was going to be this high scoring, but I give Oak Glen credit. 11 hits, timely hits, and Big Red's defense not too good.
No one on base, though, with 1 away. An 0-2 count on Heath. Takes the ball. 1-2 is the count. Bears with 5 here in the 6th. We're going to miss. Cadillo strikeout. 2 away. Danica Holden comes to the plate with no one on and 2 away. Holden has had herself a game. 3 for 3 with a run batted in. Takes outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Future Wheeling Cardinal perfect at the plate today. Inside. Did she offer? No.
Yeah, that's pretty good when you have 3 or 4 girls on your team going to go play college. Then you know you got a pretty good team.
Foul out of play. Golden Bears have sent multiple girls to the college level here the last few years. Both the schools have, in fact. 2 quality programs here today, but Oak Glen now with a 9-2 lead. Outside for a ball 3-1 the count. This one getting away from Big Red here in the 6th. 2 outs, bottom 6. Holden at the plate. She's 3 for 3. Skies this one out to right. Making the catch, Chamberlain. So we'll head to the top of the 7th. Golden Bears looking to close it out. They lead it 9-2.
Hey kids, are you ready for the best birthday ever? At Seven Ranges Entertainment, we've got everything. Bowling, arcade games, great food and fun. And parents, we handle it all. That's right. You just show up and enjoy the party. Birthday packages for all ages. Customizable, affordable, and unforgettable. Book your party now at sevenrangesentertainment.com.
There's no race like Kansas. The best of the best bring the horsepower to the heartland.
Let's go have a fun day.
Pushing 200 round Tornado Alley.
What a battle.
We don't do miles. Our tires run hot. Peppers are spicy. And our burnouts smoke to perfection. The Advent Health 400, Sunday on Fox.
Last chance for Big Red, trailing Oak Glen 9-2. Headed to the top half of the 7th. WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam softball doubleheader here at the Field of Dreams at Oak Glen High School. First game, we saw Wheeling Central beat Madonna 13-5 in 5 innings. And here, game 2, Oak Glen with a 7-run lead. Maddie Carney in the circle, 11 strikeouts thus far.
Yeah, she's been the story all afternoon, dominant. I thought if they got her a couple, 3 or 4 runs, she'd be dominant. I didn't figure her on 9.
9-2. 5 runs, 6 really broke this thing open. Tuttle at the plate. Foul ball makes it 0-2. Carney looks in the heave. Out straight back. Tuttle had a long at bat earlier as well.
Yeah, she's attacking the heater. She pulled one foul last time up, and like I say, she's on it pretty good.
When high gets away, 1-2.
Off speed would be great here, but the way that Carney's thrown, you don't want to be tricky. Throw it down the middle, let him hit it. Make him hit it. Don't let him hit it. Make him hit it.
Make it. Skied. Foul ground. Making the catch by the fence for the Golden Bears. That'll bring up Cadillo. Cameron Richards making a nice play that kind of disappeared from our view there, but made a nice catch at the fence for out number 1. Count even at 1-1 against Cadillo. Two and 1 to count. 1 away here in the top half of the 7th. Golden Bears hosting Weir High Saturday morning. And Weir High will take on Williamstown after that. And then Williamstown and Oak Glen will wrap up the 3 games here at the Field of Dreams. 2-2 the count. 1 away, top of the 7th. Kearney. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 12.
She's on cruise control. And if you notice, almost all the pitches that they swing and miss are right about chest high, moving. That ball moves. It moves up. And when the velocity that she throws, it's almost impossible to square it up.
Squaring up the bunt. Chamberlain. Carney cruising. Big Red had the bases loaded in the second.
Big,
no one out.
And she struck out three.
She struck out three in a row.
Big moment in the game.
And a 1-0 game at the time. Offers again, foul. It's 0-2.
Yeah, against a girl like her, you have minimal chances. And when you don't...
When the door cracks open, you better bust it.
You bust it, yeah. And they had the door open, and they could have scored 3 or 4. But when you let a girl like her, a pitcher like her, get through that inning, you're in trouble.
0-2, 2 away in the 7th. It's high for a ball. 1-2 the count. Carney, 12 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 earned, and just 1 walk. The count 1-2. Oak Glen leads 9-2. Strike 3. 13 strikeouts for Maddie Carney. And the Golden Bears have won 7 in a row. And they avenge an early season loss to Big Red. 9-2. Your final score. The Golden Bears pick up win number 12. We'll take a timeout. We will wrap this one up after this timeout.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
911, where is the emergency?
I'm Ann Emerson, an investigative reporter with more than 30 years of experience.
This was a homicidal event.
Covering the headline cases.
I did not kill Maggie.
With the biggest names in true crime.
I'm going to get justice for myself.
To the news stories you need to know.
Nancy Guthrie.
What happened that night?
I heard something that didn't sound right at all.
I'm unpacking all of the facts. Every episode on Criminally Obsessed.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Nine to 2, your final score on the WVU Medicine scoreboard. The Oak Glen Golden Bears break it open in the 6th and beat Steubenville Big Red 9-2 in Game 2 of our softball doubleheader at the Field of Dreams here on the campus of Oak Glen High School. And Maddie Carney was cruising. 13 strikeouts in this one. Again, Big Red had the bases loaded in the 1-0 game in the second. She got 3 consecutive strikeouts to get out of that, and she would roll from there. Maddie Carney, the first-team All-State captain in mid-season form. You could say postseason form for the AA defending state champion Golden Bears. 9-2, your final. So the Bears improved to 12-4 on the season. Big Red goes to 8-4 on the season. We got more Grand Slam baseball for you tomorrow, 5 o'clock live from Mazeroski Field in Cadiz as the Harrison Central Huskies host Ohio Division III's top-ranked Indian Creek Redskins, the unbeaten Redskins. They'll meet tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Rich and Jack Kilgrove will be on the call for that one. More WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam action. That's going to wrap things up here from our special softball doubleheader. A big thanks to Oak Glen for hosting and the athletic director, Julie Zellers. Of course, thanks to our crew for bringing it all to you behind the scenes. And for my partner, Rich Donnelly, I'm Rob Metzger. Thanks so much for watching. Earlier tonight, Wheeling Central, a 13-5 winner against Madonna. Oak Glen a winner here in Game 2 against Big Red, 9-2. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
Meet the new Massey Ferguson 1GC Series subcompact tractor. These small but mighty machines help you get more done on your property. They're easy to operate for first-time owners and packed with power. Mow, haul, dig, and clear brush, all without breaking a sweat. Plus, with a wide array of attachment options, you can work through every season with ease. From summer mowing to winter snow removal, the MF1GC Series does it all. Learn more at MasseyFerguson.com or visit DJ Sales and Service today.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
You seen that life insurance thing I got in the mail?
It's over there.
The recycle bin. I sent for this.
You're buying life insurance now? Have you been to the grocery store lately? The last thing we need is another bill.
That's exactly why we need life insurance. It can help pay those bills. Funeral costs, too. Take a look at this. It costs pennies a day.
That's right. Rates for Colonial Penn Life Insurance start at $9.95 a month. That's 35 cents a day. And this is one bill you know will never go up. A lifetime rate lock guarantees it. Your rate is guaranteed, and so is your acceptance. That makes applying quick and easy. There are no medical questions, no physical exam. Since you can't be turned down, we don't ask about your health. Call for more information and your free gift today.
Call 1-800-253-3556 for free information and a free beneficiary planner. That's 1-800-253-3556. 1-800-253-3556.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
Smoked turkey, bacon, crispy and bold. The Eaton Park Turkey Club, a sight to behold. But wait, there's more. Your meal's got a twist. Fresh and crispy, ranch seasoned chips. One tasty deal, it won't be here long. Just $10.99. Then it's gone.
Have you ever thought of getting a walk-in tub for you or someone you love? Now is a great time to take a look at getting a Safe Step walk-in tub.
With Safe Step's standard heated seat and new fast fill faucet, you can enjoy a nice warm bath up to 20% faster. And the convenient touchpad control is right at your fingertips.
Each tub comes standard with a dual hydrotherapy system. The 10 water jets can help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and improve sleep, while the MicroSoothe advanced air therapy system oxygenates and softens skin.
Safe Step walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety so you can stay in your home and enjoy the comforts of bathing again.
So call now for more information and a free no-obligation consultation.
When you call today, you'll also receive our limited time offer. Don't wait to enjoy safer bathing. Call now.
1-800-709-1919.
Eagle 107.5, the greatest music ever made. Rock makes a statement. Rock was built to last. Eagle 107.5, the rock station.
Whoa, Cam, what are we doing?
Oh, the NFL draft is coming to Pittsburgh. They're going to have every Super Bowl ring on display, and I want the Steelers to be represented.
I'm sure there's a key for that.
Are you ready? It's going to be an unforgettable fan experience.
Listen to this crowd.
We're talking games, autographs, trophies, live music, something the whole family can enjoy.
Whatever you want, this draft has it.
And best of all, it's free.
The 2026 NFL Draft, presented by Bud Light, April 23rd to the 25th.
We now join Fox 9's regularly scheduled program already in progress.
Unknowns. Then he'll turn and face down the mat, wait 21 seconds. Take 21 steps. And then he'll wait 21 seconds and then face again towards the unknowns. He'll repeat that for an hour until the change comes. We'll change the guard every hour on the hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, those ceremonies that you are about to witness, and the changing of the guard, in keeping with the dignity of this ceremony, it is requested that everyone remains silent and standing.
Arlington Cemetery in general is representative of America's best and finest. And it's not about us, it's about those unknowns and those individuals who gave their entire lives and identities for our country. Line 6 of our Sentinel's Creed is my standard will remain perfection. That standard of perfection is always 1 or 2 steps ahead of us. You're constantly working on your uniform to get it as best as you can and to try to achieve that level of perfection, but there's always something that you can do to make it just a tiny bit better. In everything we do, we're striving for that standard.
Forward! March!
As tomb guards, we have this special relationship with the unknowns. We're there with them, so we are their buddies, and they put us at ease when we're out there with thousands of eyes on us. But we just want to perform as perfectly as we can for the unknowns, but also for those families who are coming there to pay tribute to the unknowns and potentially their family members who are represented.
Forward! March!
Those unknowns gave everything for us. Their sacrifice, it can't even be put into words. I look forward to the day where I can actually meet them and talk to them. I know they're looking over us and safeguarding our country as well.
America's rising energy needs.
I just want affordable, reliable, secure energy.
Future nuclear power.
Small amount of land, small amount of fuel, huge amount of energy.
Past nuclear concerns.
These next generation reactors, if everything goes wrong, they automatically turn themselves off.
Spotlight on America Investigates.
I want marketplace and competition.
America's energy future. Tonight on Fox 9 News at 10.
Extra, extra, read all about it. It's the Ohio Valley Health Center's Roaring 20 Years of Hope, Health, and Healing Gala, April 26th.
This annual fundraiser plays a vital role in supporting the health center's mission to provide high-quality health care for the medically uninsured and underinsured, regardless of their ability to pay.
Enjoy an amazing dinner, live auction, mystery boxes totaling over $10,000, all with the vintage flair of the Roaring 20s.
Celebrate our 20 years of commitment to the community at the OVHC Gala. Get your tickets today.
There's no race like Kansas. The best of the best bring the horsepower to the heartland.
Let's go have a fun day.
Pushing 200 round Tornado Alley.
What a battle! Whoa!
We don't do miles. Our tires run hot.
Oh, trouble!
Peppers are spicy. And our burnouts smoke to perfection. The Advent Health 400, Sunday on Fox.